Hello, hello, rubbish robots from the dawn of time. How are we all doing? How are we all doing?
Oh, I can hear the theme right now.
Can you?
Oh, it's because I'm live on
Oh,
YouTube.
I was like, wait, why can you hear that? What? What?
Yeah.
You silly goose. You silly
I'm a
goose.
bit of a silly goose sometimes. Hi,
Oh, silly
everyone.
goose. Hello, everybody. Hello.
How we doing?
Hello, hello, rubbish robots from the dawn of time. Please tell me you get that's a Capaldi quote, Crispy. That was my little intro. I said you had a little quote I've prepared, ready to go.
Oh, I thought we were doing it for the actual,
Nah.
not the pre-intro. Oh my, sorry.
Right? That isn't even funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, the soundboard is ready. Can you turn the soundboard up? That was too quiet.
I can turn it all the way up.
All right, do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Right? That isn't even funny.
That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. When we normalise it later, it'll
Does
be
that sound
fine.
alright?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are calling via Riverside, but I'm still streaming via OBS. The things that we do for live episodes. But now it means for a live
Unbelievable.
episode, you can all hear the soundboard. How exciting is that?
Wow, wow, wee.
How exciting is that? Crispy,
my
have you got a special
goodness.
sound to celebrate?
Yeah.
If it's the one that I haven't... Okay. Fantastic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We'll give you all a minute just for people to kind of filter in, then we can hang out.
Please,
I'm expecting to be
join
millions
us.
of people here today because it's half term in the UK, so our UK listeners should all be here. Okay. I know for a fact that
it half 10 there?
Yeah, it is. That Ella is here. Dr. Master. Yeah, there she is. Because she was like, "What time's the episode?" It was like 11 o'clock. So she has got up early because all she's doing today is watching Titanic, which is pretty iconic. It's pretty iconic.
Respect that.
It's a great film.
I don't know how it ends. Don't spoil it for me.
The boat sinks.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, I thought he was gone then. I was going to get really excited. Sorry, bro.
Right? That isn't even funny.
Do you know what I saw, by the way, on Twitter? I don't know if you saw me share it yesterday. Someone shared a tiny clip from Titanic, and it was one guy on, like, as they were all climbing towards the back of the boat, being like, you know, I walked through the valley of the shadow of death, blah, 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 like, as a prayer to God. And Jack's like, you
Yeah.
know, can you get out of our way? Like, can you go through the valley a little bit faster? And someone took the clip and went, there's actually a bit of an inaccuracy in Titanic because this man says walk through the valley of the shadow of death, which is clearly taken from the 1980s song Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. And it was like, weird that they included that in a film set in 1912. And there were genuinely people in the replies
Strange.
going, that song came out after. It's actually a quote from the Bible. Yes, we got that. It's called parody.
it's called funny, funny, ha ha ha.
Yeah, so
Get
I
the
literally
joke.
retweeted it. I was like, I'm praying for everybody who didn't realize this was a parody because that is
please.
rough.
Please.
People walking into that trap. Oh. But actually, we saw something funny. I think I sent it to you. Credit to Paul the Aged Who on Twitter because he said that, you know, because Rusty Davies is best mates with Kate Winslet, who was Rose in Titanic.
Yeah.
And who were the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
companions in Rusty Davies' series of Doctor Who? Jack Harkness and Rose Tyler. Jack and Rose.
And there was Voyage of the Damned, who a lot say is quite similar to the Titanic.
Oh, I wonder what the ship's called in it.
Big ship,
Shippity McShipface.
shippity McShip,
Careful
Bona
what you say there.
Cavallata.
Careful how you pronounce that. Careful how you pronounce that.
ship, petit, Mick,
It's a bit ship that.
ship.
Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for us to celebrate 1 year of the podcast. But we need to do an
Oh
intro before
my-
that. We need to do an intro. Don't worry, Chris, but there's
Okay.
time for mushy stuff later, okay? I know you want to get all mushy.
Uh-huh.
You want to get all mushy and
Yeah.
cringe because you're a big
We'll get
cringe
all-
lord. So, what's our intro gag going to be this
Correct.
week? We're filming it. We're doing it live, everyone. We're doing it live. What's our intro gag, Crispy?
I have something,
Oh, what do you
but
have?
I hope the soundboard works for it.
Okay. So do you want to like lead it in? Do you know what we're doing, or is the intro starting with me saying, "So what's the intro"?
No. Okay, I'll set up my camera. And then
Oh,
we'll
oh
get
yeah,
going.
yeah, yeah. Get the camera set up. Sheesh, I forgot. Atmospheric lights are going on, my friend. This is it.
Can you
Everyone get
see?
ready.
Look
Get ready.
at this. This back. I got a party background now.
It's changing
today.
colours. Ooh,
Yeah. It's pretty exciting. What do I look like there? Hi.
you look sexy.
Hi. Crispy Pry. That is me. All right,
You
here we
look
go.
very sexy, my friend. You look very good.
Thank you so much, Troy. All right. Are we going? Are we
the
off?
the time lord, the dream lord, and the cringe lord. Thanks, AJ.
Thank you.
All right, we ready?
Three lords.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, we're ready. We're ready. I just realized my bed is like super messy. I've got like cosplay things on it. Look, I have Ellie's shirt from The Last of Us. and I have
I've
Ellie's
seen
bag
it. It's very good.
from the last. That is really cool. Can we just talk about how cool this is? I've been staring at this replica on Etsy
That's
for
awesome.
literally months. Like I had a tab open on my browser.
I
for
think you
months, like-
sent it to me at one point.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get this eventually when I can afford it. And I think I said it during the merch episode with Chloe.
Yeah.
That's where my money's going, and it wasn't then, but it, like not long after I grabbed it. So
Nice.
I have Ellie's bag.
Nice.
And I also have
Very, very
Ellie's
good.
amazing swagger. That's me. I have swag. I have swag. Yeah. Hi, Decapitated Sonic. Decapitated Sonic says you're too slow. Okay, Crispy, you ready to do your intro? Let's do it.
Yeah, mate.
Get us going.
Yeah,
Get us
mate.
cooking. Get us cooking.
We don't even need to sync up, do we, or anything?
We
like
don't.
that, do we?
Hold up, let him cook.
Oh my gosh. All right, let him cook. Let him cook.
Yeah, you're not even
Sheesh.
recording on the other side. You're
No.
being very lazy today. I'm having to do all the work.
Yeah, just the way I like it.
Yeah.
Just the way I like it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come
Let's
on.
go. Let's go.
All right.
Oh, and by the way, everyone, just get your Q&A muscles flexing because we are going
Yeah.
to be having a question and answer section. We've got a lot of questions that people have already asked, but we want a specific section for the live chat. So we will let you guys know when we're doing it and then get those questions in the chat. Try not to overload the chat, though. I know you can only message once every 30
No.
seconds. It's to let other people talk. So,
Come
you know,
on.
give us a couple of questions, then let
Guys.
other people ask things, okay? I know some of you
Exactly.
think that we can answer 8 to 14 questions. We can't do that, okay? We
I
don't
can't
have
even
that much
read.
time. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, he can't read. He's
I
dumb.
can't read.
He's dumb.
Troy has to spell it out for me.
Yeah. R-E-A-D.
Yeah.
What does that spell?
Red.
Not wrong, actually.
In some-
Okay, let's go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Got him. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. You ready? So, Troy. Hello? Troy, are you there?
I just really wants to leave you hanging for a second there. I really wants to
Oh,
leave you hanging. That was great. Okay, go on. I will go on with you this time. Go on.
All right. So, Troy,
Yes, Crispy.
happy birthday to you.
It's not my birthday, bro.
I know. But it's our birthday.
Our birthday?
I know.
Together? We were born
Yeah.
on the same day?
We were born on the same day, would you believe?
And
No,
what day was that?
Silly. It was a couple days away from when we're live streaming this.
Oh, I caught him out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
February the
I was trying to
19th.
check
February the
the
19th. It's okay. Go on.
19th of Feb.
19th February, yes.
This glorious podcast was born.
It was.
And we had many ideas as to what we could do to celebrate such a momentous occasion.
Yeah.
You know, maybe we could, I could fly over to you. Maybe we could get on, some previous favorites. Alex Kingston. Maybe we could get Matt Lucas on. But the one thing the fans kept on asking for
I'm scared.
was...
I don't know what this
was
is, by the way.
Was a sequel to one of the best performing episodes of this podcast,
Oh, no.
Questions and Quizzes.
Oh, no.
And I think it's only right that we play the official Questions and Quizzes theme song.
The what?
Oh,
The what?
Here we go again. That's right. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. What's up?
Yeah,
What?
that's what we're doing today.
We've lured you all into a trap, ladies and gentlemen. It's 1 year of Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. Roll the actual intro. I can't believe you just
Did you
made
like
that.
that?
What? What was that? That is amazing. What? What?
I whipped that up. I whipped that up pretty quickly.
That was really cool. What? That was an absolute tune. I think you should. No, actually, no. Don't roll it again yet. Roll it again when we get into the questions and quizzes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right, all right.
absolutely.
But,
Absolutely.
who's what's our question every week? Who's doing the intro?
Who's doing intro?
Can you check we did it last
who
time?
do you
Otherwise, it'll
reckon?
come through on the stream.
I'm having
Jack
a look.
Cumbers says that was the best intro in existence. Very cool. I
Thank
agree.
you so much.
Minusich says
no,
can't wait
I've
for Christmas to
accidentally-
release an album. I agree. Can you please release the Doctor Who anti-hero cover?
No,
Taylor Swift
maybe.
is still in her Midnight's era, but not for much longer if rumors are to be believed. I think it's Speak Now. Taylor's version is coming possibly before her tour, which is a couple months. So if you want to get that song out,
Look
you're
at
running out of
you.
time, bestie.
Big Taylor Swift fan.
I know.
over
I
here.
literally am. I'm in tune with Taylor Swift stuff now. It's mad. It's mad.
It's me. I'm doing the intro.
It's me. Hi. I'm the intro. It's me.
I'm the intro. It's me.
All right,
here
do
we
it.
go.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Ready? It's time for the 1 year anniversary. What's the bet on how mushy we're going to get by the end of this?
Oh, I'm gonna be crying.
Yeah, it's going to be like me watching Titanic last night. I actually cried 4 times.
Oh, sorry, man. Oh, bro.
Let's
That's
go.
rough.
Let's go.
All right, here we go. Hello and welcome back to Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast, a show where two YouTubers get together and talk about the best show in all of time and space. I'm Crispy Pro. Hi. And joining me, as always, is Troy, Red Archer Live, who just over a year ago sent me a message saying, hey, let's make a podcast. And I was like, no. And then here we are, a year later. Hi, how are you?
Hi, bro. I'm a bit concerned because you said we talk about the best show in all time and space, but you didn't say what the show is. What are we talking about?
Who's
Avenue
There,
5?
Doctor Who podcast.
Avenue
we
5,
talk about
is
our
it
own podcast.
Star Trek, Picard,
No.
final season. What show is
It
it?
is Doctor Who, Doctor Mysterio.
Doctor Mysterio.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
fair
the
enough.
one.
Fair enough. Is it Mysterio Jake Gyllenhaal? Because I could talk about Jake Gyllenhaal for an hour.
No, but I could too, as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
I very much could.
We're both
I very
Taylor
much
Swift
could.
fans. We shouldn't be able to. Isn't it meant to be that Taylor Swift fans don't like Jake Gyllenhaal or something?
I know.
Well, you know what? I
no,
like
we're
both,
one of
so
those
how about
strange one that like both.
Yeah. Immediately off topic. How's everyone doing? Welcome everyone to the 1 year anniversary, because indeed we are celebrating 1 year of Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. The day this releases on audio platforms, February the 18th, 2023, is actually not the 1 year anniversary. Sorry, it's close. It is close, in fairness.
It's very, very close.
It's very close. The
But
1
you
year
know what?
anniversary is Sunday.
We'll celebrate that.
We'll celebrate.
We'll celebrate
that. There you go. Oh, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are
everyone.
live and we've managed to set up the soundboard. How cool is that?
It's crazy.
How
I don't know how
cool
you've
is
done
that?
it. I don't know how you've done it personally.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy stuff. It is very, very crazy stuff. So yeah, tomorrow the time this goes out on audio platforms, in 3 days' time for the YouTube audience, we celebrate the 1 year birthday of the podcast. 1 year since Knock Knock Who's There, the first episode of this podcast released, where we
Wow.
just chatted about each other for an hour. We should do that more. Actually, I say that we do that every week.
Yeah, we tend to.
Let's have a catch up, Christy. What have you been up to this week? Come on, we're live. The time pressure's not on us. It's all good.
I had a blood test yesterday,
Oh, really?
and
wow.
I fainted. I fainted
seriously?
yesterday. Yeah, I fainted.
That's not where I expected that to go. What?
I haven't done that since school, because I don't know. So they sat me there.
Yeah.
They sat me, and they.
What?
Whoa!
Did you just? Whoa! He sat down, everybody. Woohoo! He sat down. Woohoo!
Gosh, that scared me. Scared
me there. Oh God.
So yeah, they sat me down and they were trying to find a vein,
Hmm.
and they got it, and they were like, "Oh, we can't actually get any blood." So they did it again, and they did it like 3 times, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm feeling a bit wheezy." And then I looked at them, and then all of a sudden, whoa, fainted, and then I woke up moments later, and I had no idea where I was. I didn't know what. I thought I was in a dream. It was very, very scary.
So
But
you said
I'm all good now.
who are you? Where am I? What the hell is this place?
Correct. That is exactly.
Which is from obviously
exactly
which
what I
episode? Which
did.
episode?
Voyage of the Damned.
Bro, come on. There's 2 answers to this
Which
question.
one is it?
You know, come on.
Is this the
on.
first question of our questions and quizzes
it is.
to
It
extraordinaire?
is. Come on.
What is this place?
What the hell is this
Okay,
place?
I
Catherine
can't
Tate's
place
first
it.
lines in Doctor Who, bro. Doomsday, Runaway Bride.
Oh, yeah, I knew that.
This is why
I
I'm
was-
the
I
person
was
getting asked the
thinking-
Doctor Who quiz later,
I
which
was
has got cooked
thinking
for you all.
Shooty for some reason. I
What?
was thinking
No, that's
Shooty.
someone telling me what the hell is going on here.
Exactly. But that was replaying in my mind.
Yeah, well,
Mate,
you know what?
I've just recovered. I've recovered.
I've recovered from
faint.
fainting.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the exciting thing you did this week that I want to know about? That was. I'm glad you're okay though. I was worried. You're all right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. I'm
Okay, good.
The exciting thing.
Yeah.
What have I told you that's exciting? I can't even think. I can't even place it.
You can't even place it. Oh, by the way, apparently you're a bit
I
quieter
saw
than normal.
Ant-Man.
Have you turned your mic volume down at all in Riverside? Do you want to
Oh, I don't. Let me see.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right. I'll just turn you up. This is dangerous.
Yeah, you might need to do that. Hello. Audio
go.
testing.
You are now
Audio
louder.
testing.
It's a bit dangerous.
Hello,
It's a bit
everyone.
dangerous, bit
This
dangerous.
is Crispy Pride.
I think it's because the mic's closer to my mouth than normal. So now it's like, I mean, I could move it away from my mouth, but you know what? I'm used
the
to being here
balance.
now. I'm used to being here. I'll lean back. Okay.
Lean
So what are we
back.
doing this week?
Enjoy.
Come on. This is meant to be a really short bit, and it's really not short.
Sorry. Well, that's what we do. It's a live episode.
It is, it's a live
I went to an advanced screening of Ant-Man Quantumania, the red carpet again. Is that
How
the
do
exciting
you keep
thing?
pulling this off? I really need to know this.
Just contacts. Nah, there's a fun little bar near me called the Cinebar,
Yeah.
and they do exclusive previews of movies. And You pay a certain amount and you get to go there. And they give you a drink
how
on
many
entry.
Australian dollars are
It's
you
beautiful.
paying, mate? 500?
No, it's like $25 dues.
Oh, that's actually not. That's like 12 quid. That's nothing.
Yeah,
Bruh.
brill.
Bruh.
It's great, and you get to see it a whole few days early.
I'm so jealous. Can I come with you next
Come on
time?
over. Yeah, of course.
Can you look up plane tickets?
Absolutely.
For me, please.
Yeah, right.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Right.
this is
Tell
one
me
year,
what-
so
tell me
you
what
better
you've been up
expect
to.
we're going to get a lot of these callbacks. Okay, a lot of these callbacks. Meanwhile, I watched Titanic last night. It's very, very upsetting. I
Aw.
cried a lot.
Aw.
I've seen the film before, but do you know what I find really funny about Titanic?
What?
No, I was going to make a joke, but I'm not going to do that because it was a real event. No, I'm not doing that. That's not cool. No, the thing I find funny is the televised version of Titanic is completely different to the film version. They cut so many scenes out. And the reason I know this, and I can say
Oh.
this now, when my mum and I were filming Limitless Win, here's another callback, recent one, but a
Yeah.
callback nonetheless. We were staying in a hotel overnight, and Titanic was on the TV in the hotel room, and we only jumped on with it about halfway through, but it only took about 2.5 hours up on the TV schedule, and there's loads of adverts, and the film is 3 hours long. And I was watching on TV, I was like, wow, I forgot how good this film was, because I'd only seen it once before in the cinema in 2012, because they screened it at the cinema in the UK 100 years after the Titanic sank, so that was my chance to
Yeah.
watch the film. And I remember loving it, but I was like, what, 13 years old? 12, 13 years old, so I don't really remember it that well. I know, spoilers, the boat sinks. What? Oh my gosh, no way. You telling me the boat sinks in Titanic? Oh, why is that joke still funny?
That
But
is ridiculous.
But I didn't- exactly, spoilers. But I didn't remember that. So when I saw it on the TV, I was like, oh, well, no, I did remember the boat sank. I didn't remember the other bits around it. So I was watching it on the TV, I was like, oh wow, this film's really good. But watching it in the cinema last night, there were so many scenes that I don't remember being in the film. So this wasn't that wasn't that. What? It was really weird. So it's like I was watching the film for the first time all over again. Just wish it wasn't in
Well, that's
3D.
just bonus content.
In fact, ladies and gentlemen,
Was there an alternate ending?
there was not an alternate ending.
Oh.
I have seen the alternate ending, but I don't remember it too well. Doesn't she like threaten to chuck the necklace over in front of everyone or something? Like make some big dramatic thing out of it. I'm glad that isn't the real ending.
I've never seen Titanic. I'm just throwing that out there.
You actually haven't seen Titanic?
I've never seen Titanic. I know how it ends. It's all good.
Crispy, it is one of the
What?
greatest films of all time. You need to watch it.
I just think that film hasn't made enough money.
That's so
And
true. I love
I need
how
to
like
support
the
local
box
cinema.
office now is just a fight for James Cameron's films.
James Cameron.
It's like Titanic has now become the third highest grossing film of all time again, passing Avatar: The Way of the Water, which just recently overtook Titanic to become the third highest grossing movie of all time. It's just like Stephen
Correct.
Moffat playing with Doctor Who figures. It's James Cameron fighting all of his films against each other.
Exactly.
And Avengers Endgame's just sat up there in second place. Sat up there.
Just living its life.
Yeah.
Living its
And
best
a top
life.
place is Morbius. There's another callback. So, yeah. So
Correct.
watch Titanic. And this week's poll, ladies and gentlemen, it probably won't be this week's poll. I'm not brave enough to do that. But let's see what the audience thinks. I want everyone in the chat to answer this. Do you think that Jack could have fit on the door in Titanic? We're starting that debate. You must know about the debate, surely, Crispy, even though you haven't seen the film.
I very much know about that.
Okay.
Of course.
'Cause
I think
I'm
I watched the
telling you now-
Mythbusters episode on
I'm
it.
telling you now, he would not have fit on that door. Okay? I watched it like a
Okay.
hawk. I was like, right, there's this big debate. I'm going to watch it, pay attention. I'm going to pay full attention. As soon as
Yeah.
Rose gets on that door, it's shaky
You
as
don't
heck.
think so?
And Jack goes
Okay.
to get on it, and the whole thing nearly does a phase 360 no-scope flip. Like, the door was not going to handle him climbing on. It was not going to handle him climbing on. And then the best bit was later, you get a top-down view of the door, and there's a chunk missing out of the door. It's not even a full door. Jack would not have fit on that. It would have capsized. You are all lying to yourselves if you think otherwise. Let's see what the chat
And
says about
here is this week's clip.
this week's clip. It's not even Doctor Who themed. It's not even Doctor Who themed. It's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. He would have fit for sure on that door. Science experiment has proven he could have, but the door would have sunk if he did. There you go. That's the point. So yeah, he could get on the door, but it wouldn't survive. So basically, he can't. There you go. Job done. Thank you, James Top Boy. There you go.
Interesting.
AJ's
Interesting.
answer, maybe, but he does have quite the dump truck, so it would probably sink.
Wow.
Leonardo DiCaprio's
That-
packing a dump truck, is he?
Backing up.
Although it was quite funny because during the car scene, I leant over to my mum and I went, "It's a good job Rose is less than 25 years old in this film."
Because.
Because Leonardo only dates people under 25,
Oh,
remember?
I'm off. I am like.
I
feel
leant
like
into my mum and said that she
grasp on
started
Pop
chuckling.
Culture today is not good.
Yeah, you're a silly
Wow.
goose. But I think that's enough chit-chat. Should we get into the
Yeah.
actual episode? Because
Yeah, why not?
what we've got, ladies and gentlemen, is we have a bit of news,
Yeah.
we have polls, and a little
Yeah.
surprise from a fan. I hope the fan is in the chat. Let me see if I can see the fan in the chat. The fan is indeed in the chat. Good stuff. Good stuff. Very, very exciting.
That's good.
Okay, so first off, our polls. Last week, we asked you, which Doctor would you most like to see team up with David Tennant's new 14th Doctor in the 60th anniversary specials? Options being the 9th, the 11th, the 12th, or the 13th. Imagine if I put the 10th Doctor in. Would have been so funny. I want to see 10
like
team up
that.
with 14, honestly. So, Crispy, who do you think came out on top out of those Doctors?
12.
12. You see, I would have thought that as well. I would have thought that as
But-
well. However,
Tell me.
Matt Smith wins ever so slightly on
Wow.
YouTube, and Capaldi sweeps on Spotify. So on YouTube, out of 444 votes, a lot of votes. Thank you all very much.
Yeah,
in the
amazing.
bottom spot, unfortunately for both polls, is the 13th Doctor. Y'all are sleeping on Jodie. I honestly like Jodie Whittaker and David Tennant. The chemistry they would have as Doctors, it would be amazing. And anyone who doesn't believe that, you are fooling yourselves. They're in Broadchurch, but Jodie was crying all
Electric.
the time. I want to see her act with David where she's not crying. You know. In fairness, her kid had
Yeah.
just died, so we can allow it. We can allow it.
Allow it.
Spoilers for Broadchurch. It's literally within the first 10 minutes, though, so I'm not spoiling anything, don't worry. So, on the bottom spot is the 13th Doctor, for both polls, 6% on YouTube, 4% on Spotify, 444 votes on YouTube, 24 on Spotify, a lot of fours here. In third place, in both polls, is the 9th Doctor. He gets 13% of the votes on Spotify, 26% on YouTube. But for the 11th and 12th, it's a bit of a fight. On Spotify, the 12th Doctor sweeps. We have 11th with 33% and 12th with 50%. But on YouTube, the 12th Doctor gets 33% and the 11th Doctor gets 35%. The thing that upsets me about this, and don't get me wrong, I adore Matt Smith. I love him to bits. Can't wait to meet him in a couple of months' time. Ha 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 ha. But, we've seen Matt Smith and David Tennant before. Why is that the combination people want to see again? I don't get it. Like,
12 should be up there, mate.
Yeah.
Up there.
it could be, in fairness, the reason 9th Doctor might not have got as many votes, although he got loads on YouTube, is because Christopher Eccleston was like, don't like multi-Doctor stories, I'm not coming back, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. You know, bananas are good. And Capaldi has also gone on the record and said he doesn't like multi-Doctor stories being overused and there being too many Doctors, blah, 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 blah. So it could be people didn't vote for him for those reasons.
Maybe.
Could be. You know, it could be. But and don't get me wrong, I'm very happy to see more of Matt and David. They're a great combo. I'm just surprised that people didn't vote like more unanimously for a new combo. That's my point.
For a new one, yeah. But I mean, heck, you know, if it ain't broke, no need.
Unless you're Matty in the chat who said I'd just rather they all show up. Very well said. I
Yeah,
agree.
well put. Well put.
I agree. There you go, James Topboy. The reason is Eccleston won't come back. Matt is up for it. Pete Capaldi won't, and Jodie shouldn't. I don't know about Jodie shouldn't. I do feel like it's a bit soon for her to come back, but it also would be a bit unfair if the only reason she can't appear in the 60th anniversary of the show is because she just left the year before. Let her have a bit of a cameo. Maybe not take a full thing, but let her just
have a
pop
cameo.
up. Let her pop up. You know?
Exactly.
Let her Funko pop up. That was a terrible joke. Crispy, what's this?
Oh, that's. It's news time,
It's news
baby.
time, baby. It's news time.
Wow. So, as you can see right here, Ncuti Gatwa has finally been pictured in more than just 2 pixels. Apparently, we have some decent photos.
Actually, we have caught the wild Ncuti. The people said he
I
couldn't be
know.
photographed, but we have now photographed him. Well, we haven't. Splash
we
Goth
have
has,
proof.
That is.
We have proof. And they did that costume reveal at the end of last year. And these pictures, it's not the same costume, is it, Troy?
It's not the same
At
costume.
all.
It's a bit of a Donna Noble long brown leather coat.
I know.
Yeah.
It looks very Donna Noble-esque, but I quite like it. You got the bowler sneakers there. A lot of people reckon that he's wearing Jodie's pants.
They look
Did
like
you hear
Jodie's
that?
pants. Like there's a zoom in one of the pictures. You can't see it too well. I've done a collage of all the pictures to make life a little bit easier. But the bottom right one, one's to the left of the bottom right. You can see like the pants are fully exposed. I don't see any kind of like zip or button or anything like that, which is kind of like how Jodie's worked. So they look very similar. They also go up to the waist like Jodie's did. I wonder if there's like an outfit that kind of combines some old elements and a little bit of new elements. I don't know. What do we think?
I don't know, but I just love the fact that Ncuti, as we suspected, is having a varied wardrobe because the man, the myth, the legend that is Ncuti Gatwa needs look after look after look. As we talked about in our Chloe episode, there's going to be variations for days, and I'm very, very excited. I'm just waiting for the day when we see a filming picture of Ncuti Gatwa wearing a hat. I don't know what the hat's going to look like, but it's going to be very, very doctory.
So what you're telling me is you want to see Ncuti Hatwa?
Oh my god! Wow,
It's good that. It's good that.
That was-
He's looking for it. There we go. I was waiting. He was looking for a sound effect. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. But yeah,
Wow.
there was also some other stuff that was seen on set. I'm not going to share everything because I don't want to ruin the fun. That's the only problem with following set leaks, is that sometimes you see stuff that you don't want to see, and there are some things we will avoid a little bit. But people,
Did you see something?
well, you literally talked to me about it, that people potentially filmed Ruby's first reaction to the TARDIS,
Oh, yes, yes,
like
yes.
running
yes.
around it, that kind of thing. We're not going to share pictures of that or anything like that. Like, this is the problem. We've said this before. We're trying to find a middle ground because we don't want to be spoiled as fans, but we also want to bring you
No.
guys the news. So
Exactly.
if you ever want to look at every single detail, go on Twitter and go on Twitter is dangerous, as we know, but go on Twitter
Yeah.
and do hashtag DWSR, which I believe is Doctor Who Set Reports, I think is what it stands for, but hashtag DWSR is the hashtag that's used for all filming news. So you can go on that, sort by latest, and just look at everything that's new. And that way, if we've not talked about something, you can find out. We wanted to be fresh for people, but we had to show Shooty's little outfit here. He looks very
Absolutely.
cool.
Absolutely.
He's a fashionable boy.
It's
We wanna see-
sensational. I don't know what the shirt like is. Some people said that it's like it's not just like cotton. It's like kind of like a meshy material. I don't know.
It looks a bit 80s.
It's a different material.
It looks a bit like a bowling shirt as well, to be fair. Bowling shoes, bowling shirt. Maybe they're going bowling for Christmas special, because there was snow around them, by the way. So it's potential
Yeah.
that they're filming a Christmas special at the moment.
I think it's definitely.
Oh, sorry.
Definitely a Christmas
Holiday special, but I'm just saying Christmas as a blanket. And quote Russell T Davies, it's Christmas Day. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, Russell.
Come
you
on,
big,
Russell.
You big 6'4" man, however
Shush.
tall he is. I still can't get over how tall Russell is.
He's a tall man.
boy. He's a tall
He's
boy.
a very, very tall man.
And also, by the way, there's an old article. Have I still got it? Yeah, I haven't got it on the screen, but I meant to mention this about 3 weeks ago, and I've kept it open in my browser since. Like I did that Ellie bag that I have now bought. It's in the background of my camera.
Nice.
But I just thought this was quite a little interesting article. It came out on the 31st of January, published by Radio Times. Rusty Davies talked about the comfort of his Doctor Who return after his husband's passing. So he talked a little bit about how it's kind of like a little throwback to him, both for going back to Doctor Who, but also for his relationship with his husband, because his husband Andrew passed away a few years ago now. I think it's been 5-6 years, maybe a bit longer. So we talked a little bit about that. So during his husband's illness, Davies gave up work to be his carer. There we go. His husband passed away in 2018. He said that the loss hasn't got easier. He doesn't expect it will. But he said that the loss isn't killing me. I'm quite glad that he's gone back to writing Doctor Who now. I've gone back, to writing Doctor Who now, because psychologically, I'm thinking he knows what I'm doing now. It gives me comfort. It's when you do new things he never experienced that it feels odd and you don't enjoy it so much. Maybe it's why Andrew keeps popping up in everything that I write, even in Nolly, with the scenes of her cancer. Spoilers for Nolly, I guess. I didn't know that she had, but it is based on a real life thing, so I guess it's not too much of a spoiler. I found myself visiting hospitals. There's been death in a lot of the stuff I've written over the past few years, and I don't mind that. I'm glad it feels richer. So I just thought that was an interesting thing to mention. I thought it was quite, it's nice that he's carrying his husband with him, but also that, it feels like a nice kind of memory of him that he's going back to something that he did while they were together. I thought that was quite sweet.
Absolutely. No, it's just an absolute gem. Absolute gem.
We love Rusty Davies. But do you know who else I love, Crispy?
Who?
Our fans. In particular, Barney the Cockapoo's mum.
Yes,
Barney
go
the
on.
Cockapoo's mum sent me a very, very cool picture, or a series of pictures, yesterday. Do you want to know what they were?
Yes, please.
Look at this, buddy.
Oh, hey,
Yes.
is that supposed to be me?
It is. Is that meant to be me? It looks awful. No, look at that.
Is it?
So, Barney the Cockapoo's mum has made little knitted dolls of Crispy and of me.
Oh my! On your hat and everything. That
My
is
hat and the
so
t-shirt says
brilliant.
Pale Waves. Look at this. Look at this. There's a picture of us together here. There you go.
Oh my gosh!
With the Doctor Who magazine, change David Tennant to David Tennant is my dad on the magazine, and also David Tennant.
They've got my tattoo as well. That is brilliant.
On your t-shirt. It's brilliant.
Oh,
So,
my.
literally
And
knitted dolls
I have
and-
those thongs.
I just got to slide this in. I need someone to help me because we need to figure out how to get these to us. Crispy, you got to get over to the UK, or I can ship it over to you. Because Crispy's a lovely guy. You know, by the way, we were trying to get hold of a Wednesday Funko pop figure
Yeah.
that we couldn't get hold of in the UK. And he bought one in Australia and shipped it over to us. He's an absolute legend, and my mum's very grateful. So she's very grateful to you as well. But
No,
I
that's
am
good.
as well.
That's good. I'm glad. I'm glad.
But we need to know, is there a way we can get these ships to a safe address that doesn't dox myself or Crispy's addresses, but also doesn't mean we need a P.O. box, because a P.O. box costs several £100s. And in case you hadn't realised, I don't have that money. Unless Crispy's going to pull some out of his backside, in which case, fair. But we need, like, an alternative. So if anyone knows of a way to get something shipped to a safe address, that would be great. Because Barney Cockapoo's mum did intend to send these to us, but there's not an easy way right now.
No, yeah.
But you can look at that next to a bunch of other knitted doctors.
Oh wow.
Like this is this is something that she does a lot.
seriously cool.
Yeah. So this is like
I'm absolutely honored.
so am I. The idea
Thank
that
you.
someone has actually
Thank
knitted
you.
a doll of us is kind of crazy.
Oh my.
Like I haven't had
You know
tons
what?
of fan art. I've had like
No.
a couple of little mini
I've
like
never had
jokey
any.
drawings and stuff. Like, but this is like kind of
That's
crazy.
brilliant.
It's crazy.
Thank you.
Troy could have
Thank
had
you
that
so-
money if he'd won Limitless Win. Well, thank you, James. Thanks for that. Making me feel depressed now. It's not very nice, is it, Crispy? It's not very
Sorry,
nice.
I was clapping.
Oh, I know.
I was clapping there.
I know. But there you go. So those are perfect. So thank you very much, Barney Cockapoo's mom. Those
Thank you.
are fantastic.
It's touched my heart. Touched my heart
She's
right
a
here.
channel member as well. You know, look at that. She's given us
Really?
money and she's given us dolls.
Oh my goodness.
And you can give us money
C-
too, but
can't
become a
ask
channel
more.
member right now, and we might hear a weird teeth sound effect if you do. So please consider doing so. Thank you very much. But yeah, so thank you, exactly. Thank you, Barney Cockapoo's mom. It's lovely of you. It's lovely of you. So Crispy, now
Yeah, mate.
we return
Oh,
to
where
our
are we
original
going?
screen because
Ah.
we have a couple of things to do. I want us to
Yeah,
talk
right.
about our favourite episodes of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I also want us to do a Q&A section. But first,
Uh-huh.
I believe you're having a callback to questions and quizzes, and also just a general Doctor Who trivia, to call back to my amazing 17 DVD knowledge, because Crispy has found another Doctor Who quiz.
Yes.
And
I
you
have.
reckon this one is going to challenge me more, I presume?
I hope so. I'm looking at this. Well, I mean, I looked at the last one. I was like, I don't even know half of these, and then Troy doesn't even need the suggested prompts
Yeah.
for his quiz. So I think that this in the description of this on this website that I found, they were from easy to tough, and so I've selected one in the tough.
Okay.
And I think you're up for the challenge, Troy. I think it's only 10 questions, 12 questions.
All right.
Pretty quick. Some are easier than others. Do you want to give it a go now?
Let's give it a go now. Let's do it now. And everyone in the live chat, feel free to join along. See if you know. And everyone listening on the audio platforms, see if you know the intense quiz show music. Look at this.
Can I talk with this music going?
I think it works. Everyone in the live chat can say otherwise. Keep it going. Go for it. Go for it.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Questions and Quizzes 2. This one is called All About Amelia. Do you remember Amelia Pond?
Oh,
Perhaps,
no.
Troy?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
You do?
I'm now
Well, I've got some
worried.
questions for you. Are you up for it?
Oh, I'm worried now. Amelia's not. I don't know if she's my most knowledgeable companion. Then again, she was in the
Yeah,
show
well.
for a long time. I probably know something.
She was.
Go on.
She was.
Go on.
All right, Troy. Here we go. Question number 1. In what year did the Doctor first visit her?
1996.
Oh my gosh. All right. Question number 2.
Didn't even say it was
Amy
race. We're just all like,
No,
yep,
well,
yep.
I think we're gonna have to find out at the end.
Well, the actual Series 5 takes place in 2010, and he crash
Yeah.
lands in a back garden, then shows up 12 years later, so the 11th hour's story takes place in 2008. Then he comes back 2 years later to pick her up in 2010, present day, so 14
Oh, yeah.
years before is 1996.
Yeah, I really like your thought process
maths
there.
things.
Amy met her adult self. True or false?
True. The universe reset, though, so does it count?
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna go for there, but that's strange. Here we go. Amy Pond has only one child. True or false?
True. Well, did they adopt afterwards? She has one biological child, and she can only have one biological child. But they might have adopted afterwards. Did they mention it in the Lockdown Who thing? They're not going to reference that. Yeah, one child.
I don't know if they reference anything in the PS video either.
Oh yes, yes, they did adopt. They did adopt. Yeah, because the person. Yeah, because
So-
the person giving Brian the note is his grandson, right?
Is the adopted? Oh, I can't remember.
Adopted. Yeah.
This
So
is
one
intense.
biological and one adopted, because his name was like.
So what are you gonna go for then? True or false?
I'm gonna
I
say
suppose you're right either
false.
way.
She had more than one
Okay.
kid.
Okay, here we go. Question number 4. At what age did Amy die?
Okay, I actually don't know. Is there any options?
Yes. A, 82. B, 85. C, 87.
Oh.
D, 27. E, 89.
Oh wow.
It's a tough one.
I'm
Everyone
gonna
in the
say
chat-
82. I think 82.
All right. Not 42?
No, 82. As soon as you said 82, that was what came to mind. Then you gave loads of options in the 80s, and I was like, oh, I don't know.
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, here we go. Question number 5. What is Amy's job in the year of the slow invasion? Do you remember?
Oh. Oh,
Amy went through a lot of weird jobs in Series 7.
I actually don't know this because Rory was working in an hospital, but what was she doing? I'll give are there options. Let's start. No, why'd you bring the tense music? Put the tense music back on.
I'm kidding.
All right, what are the options? What are the options?
A. Nanny. B. Writer for a travel magazine. C. Model. D. Nurse. E. Kissogram.
Okay, well, she wasn't a model because she was a model during Asylum of the Daleks, and then it was never really brought up again, I don't think. Well, we saw a picture of her in Closing Time. Give me the first three options again?
A. Nanny. B. Writer for a travel magazine. C. Model.
Right, so the nanny or writer for a travel magazine. I don't remember her saying that she was a nanny. I'm going to say writer for a travel magazine. I'm going to go with that.
All right, locking that in. All right, here we go. We're going to smash through it. 6. How many men did Amy get married to?
Two. Rory Williams
else?
and Henry VIII. Because on their
That's
honeymoon,
pretty good.
she accidentally answered wedding vows to marry Henry VIII.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Question 7. Before the Doctor rebooted the universe, who did Amy live with?
Before the Doctor rebooted the universe.
Yeah.
Well, it was just her auntie, but I think in present day, was she even still there?
Well, do you want the options?
Go on.
There's A. Augustus, B. Tabitha, C. Aunt Sharon, or D. Uncle Bob.
What's Aunt Sharon then? It has to be.
Yeah,
Remember Augustus
beautiful.
and
All right.
Tabitha?
I think those are her parents.
Oh, right, yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
what are they, cats or something? I only ever hear Tabitha as a cat, like a tabby cat.
Tabby cat. All right, here we go. Question number 8. What is Amy's favorite book?
Pandora's Box.
All right, locking it in.
Yep.
Rory killed Amy. True or false?
Trim. He did. Well, Nestine Consciousness duplicate Rory killed Amy. So, again, how are we counting that? Actual Rory or
don't
fake
know.
Rory? We'll say yes, because Rory technically did.
Okay.
Well, actually,
number 10. How many? Oh,
but hang on.
What?
Was she actually dead? Because
no.
isn't the idea that, like, the Pandorica keeps you alive? Because she was almost dead. Well, no, because Matt Smith appeared and then went, she's not dead. Well, she is dead, but it's not the end of the universe. Well, it is the end of the universe, blah, blah, blah. And then he put her in the Pandorica, but like he said, that, the Pandorica, even if you're only a tiny bit alive, it keeps you that way and restores you back to life. So was she actually dead? On a
Troy, I'm gonna need an
technicality.
answer. I'm gonna need an answer from you.
On a technicality, I would say she wasn't killed, but for the sake of Rory, she's dead, and the cliffhanger, I'm going to say he did kill her. Go on.
Okay. How many times has Amy met herself? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Gee whiz. She met young her in The Big Bang. She met old her in The Girl Who Waited.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 2. Did she meet herself at any other point is the question. She didn't meet herself in The Angels Take Manhattan because we saw old Rory. We did not see old Amy.
No.
The cliffhanger was that Rory was the one who got trapped there. I'm trying to think through Series 7. No, we didn't see her again. Did we see her again at all in Series 6? No. No, because even when she was a Flash avatar, we didn't see the original Amy at any point. We just saw one Amy on screen at any one time. There wasn't a ganger of Amy in the Rebel Flesh. So 2. I think young Amelia in The Big Bang and old Amelia in The Girl Who Waited. I'm just going to say 2.
Lock it in. All right, 2 more questions. Here we go. Who did she intentionally name her child after? A, her best friend. B, the doctor.
Best
C,
friend.
her mother.
Unintentionally, do you mean? Or...
Well, it says intentionally name her child after. No, I don't know what's that.
Oh, it wasn't. Yeah. She named her after her best friend, but unintentionally named her after her daughter.
Yeah.
That was it, wasn't? Yeah, because the quote everyone jokes about is you named your daughter after your daughter. So intentional
after your
naming is
daughter.
best friend because best friend was Mel's.
Alrighty. Final question as the music fades out naturally.
Okay. Yep. Go on.
Okay. What did Amy say Melody Williams sounded like? A history teacher, geography teacher, old lady, or math teacher?
Say. Repeat the question. Sorry.
What did Amy say Melody Williams sounded like? A history teacher, geography teacher, old lady, math teacher. I think this is referring to A Good Man Goes to War, when they were like, she's Melody Pond or something.
Melody Williams sounds like a history teacher. Melody Pond is a superstar or geography teacher. Oh, it was history or geography? It was history
Oh
or
my
geography.
goodness.
I'm going to go history.
Is
No.
that your final answer?
I'm going to go geography because I don't like geography. And I think that because it was an insult, I don't like geography. I'm going to back the insult. Geography teacher.
Okay,
All
I'm
right,
submitting
so-
your answers.
Answer submitted. Let's try and remember what I actually said for all of them. Go for it.
All right. Question number 1. In what year did the Doctor first visit?
1996.
1996, correct.
Yep.
Amy had met her adult self. True. Amy
Yep.
Pond has only one child. You
False.
answered false.
Yep.
Very good. At what age did Amy die? We answered 82.
Yeah.
The correct answer was 87.
Oh, okay.
apparently.
Yeah. So the chat laid
So
up
they
after
tell you.
saying 87. So I was like, okay, all right,
Yeah.
fine.
What is Amy's job in the year of the Summer Invasion? That was, in fact, writer for a travel magazine.
Okay, 4 out of
How many
5.
men? How many men did Amy get married to? 2, correct. You're all
5 out
good
of
there.
6. Okay.
Before the Doctor rebooted the universe, who did Amy live with? Aunt Sharon. What was Amy's favorite book? Pandora's Box.
7 out of
You got
8.
that correct. Rory killed Amy. True. You got that correct.
8 out of 9.
Oh, this is harsh. This is harsh. I will give you this point.
Go on.
But they said, how many times has Amy met herself? We answered 2, and they say 4 because
4?
they are including the good night and time/space minisodes in this.
Hang on, Amy. Wait, so there are 2 minisodes.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I wouldn't count those personally.
yeah.
That's
I wouldn't.
rough.
Not the mainline episodes. Not the mainline.
That's
and then
rough. I'm
who
not even
did she
sure if I've seen all the
intentionally?
minisodes. Like, unironically, I'm not sure because some of them weren't even televised.
there you
They're
go.
on DVDs that I've not seen.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So that's rough. That's
So that's,
rough.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna count the ones that we got from the main episode. I'm
Okay.
gonna be naughty.
100%.
Yeah.
100%
Yeah,
count that. 11. Who did she intentionally name her child after? Her best friend. And finally, what did Amy say Melody Williams sounded like? You put geography teacher,
Don't say it was history.
and it was a geography teacher.
God,
Troy,
11
you've
out of
absolutely
12.
aced it, mate. You've absolutely aced it. Well
Good
done
stuff.
to you, sir. Well done to you.
There you
That's
go.
an
See, I was too
excellent
busy
answer.
crying to remember what age she was when she died. You know, that's the only thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Rory died at
exactly.
82, says Matty. So that's why I recognised 82.
Wow.
There you go. And remember
The
that Amy
Lone
lived for longer than
Centurion.
Rory, so I should have used my brain and gone, well, 82 could have been Rory and Amelia could have been older. So there you go.
Yeah.
Will,
no,
Will says
that
they
was good
missed
fun.
one. Oh, is that because, yeah, I saw a couple of people in the chat saying the robot in Let's Kill Hitler counts. I feel like it doesn't count because it wasn't actually Amelia, it was a projection of her done by the Tesselector. Like, we're talking about actual human Amelia. We saw her as an actual person as a kid,
a
an
good
actual
point.
person as an older woman, but not as, like, she wasn't actually Amelia, she was just a projection of Amelia in the robot in Let's Kill Hitler, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't count that personally. So,
But no. You did really well. That was a tough quiz.
thank you.
You crushed
kindly.
it.
Thank you kindly. There you
Well
go.
done. And well done, everyone in the chat. I think we had some very, very
Yeah,
smart
some
people
really
in the
good
chat too.
answers. Yeah.
Yeah. Very good stuff. Very, very good stuff.
There you go.
All right, cool.
There you go.
Should we answer some questions, Troy?
Let's answer some phone questions. Wait, no. Our next section is favourite episodes, right? That's what we're doing now.
Of the podcast. Yes.
For about another
want the
10
theme?
minutes. And we want people's chat input, because we want to go through people's reviews of, like, previous episodes. So, do you know what we could do? Well, no, this might take ages.
What could we do, Troy?
I was going to say what we could have done. I'm going to be careful here, because we might hear an inch of the podcast as I'm loading this up. No, we didn't. Good.
Oh.
I was going to say, what we could have done is actually gone through all the different episodes that we did, just to, like, recap and go over all the names of them, but we might be here all day doing that.
We would be here all day.
We'll be here all day.
All day.
But I have opened up a list. Oh my gosh, just looking at the old thumbnails. Back when we didn't even pose for thumbnails, I just took screen grabs from the episode.
Yeah.
That was a hassle.
How
That was a
times
hassle.
change.
When did that stop? That stopped after we only did that for 6 episodes, and after that we started posing for them.
Nice.
You can tell because you did like a really shocked face for me meeting David Tennant, which, you know, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? In fact, let's play a quiz just very quickly for you, Crispy.
Oh,
Just for
for
you.
me.
The chat
Can I
wants to
put
get
on the
involved, they
intense
can, but they
music?
can very easily cheat. I'd rather the chat answer the best episodes of the podcast. So, chat, you answer that. What's your favourite episode of the podcast? And ideally, why, if you can explain it. But, Crispy,
Yeah, please,
just
thank
for
you.
you, just for
Yeah.
you,
Can I put on the intense music?
if you want to. Okay. What are the top 3 most viewed episodes on YouTube of Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast. You can give me the number or the name of the episode. I feel like the name is going to be far easier.
Yeah, much easier. Number 1 is our Power of the Doctor review.
Correct. Do you know how many views it's sat at now?
5.4k.
5.1k. Very, very good. We have a 5,000 view episode. That is insane.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
Imagine
okay.
what would happen when we review the 60th.
Oh, hoping. You're gonna have to. That's
10K.
3 weeks in a row. You're gonna have a mad sleep schedule, bro. Book some time off. Book some time
it's
off.
gonna
Or
be
come
rough.
to the UK. Make life easier.
Yeah.
We could do a reaction together in my
see.
room. I don't know how we'd fit you in here, but we make it work. What is in second place?
Clever Dick Films. with
Correct.
2 point
Episode
something
33.
K.
Looking back on series 5, has 2.4 thousand views.
Yeah. And then number 3, that's a tough one.
It is the tough one. You've done well so far.
Is it the one we did with Dominic? The David Tennant and Catherine Tate are back.
That is actually the 5th most watched episode. Episode
Oh,
13 with Dominic has
gosh, I can't even-
1,000 views. And I'll give
I
you a
can't
hint.
even think.
That's tied, well, slightly under 4th place, which is episode 1 is 4th place with 1.1k views.
Oh.
So all we need to
But
do
that
is
was my
figure out
other
what
guess.
the third one is.
Is it a live stream? Can I ask that?
It is not a live episode. I'll give you a pretty big
Oh.
hint. It was an episode before we started doing live episodes, so it's pre-episode 20.
Is it Shooty Gatwa?
It is exactly, and the episode title is very funny now. Episode 12, Shooty Gatwa is the
Yeah.
14th Doctor.
14th Doctor.
Whoopsie! We all thought at
Oops.
the time, in fairness. So yeah, the 5 most viewed episodes of our podcast are Power of the Doctor review, looking back on series 5 with Clever Dick. Thanks for the views, buddy. Shooty Gatwa is the 14th Doctor. Knock Knock Who's There, and David Tennant and Catherine Tate are back.
Wow.
And also just a shout out to Jodie because she takes the 6th and 7th places. Goodbye, Jodie Whittaker and the Whittaker era tier list. So that's very good.
Wow.
That's very good.
We've had some banging episodes.
Yeah. We
Some
need to
absolutely
do
banging
the tier lists,
episodes.
bro. We need to do the David Tennant tier list. When's that happening? That has to be a live
that's
episode because that'll be longer than an hour, and I'm not editing that.
Yeah.
I am not editing
We'll do
that.
that. We'll do that after the 50,
Yeah.
like the next live stream after that.
Yeah, exactly.
Brill.
So we got plans. We got plans for the next couple episodes, but we'll get there. So, date published newest. Let's resort it. There we go. Playlist is back to normal. So now we've had a chance for everyone to give their answers, favorite episodes of the podcast. So let's see what people have said. Kyle DW has said his favorites are the hot take ones. Ooh.
Oh, I love the hot takes.
Hot takes are good fun.
episodes.
Hot takes are
so
good fun.
much.
Mainly just for
I
mocking
feel like-
you all, you know? It's a good way to bully you guys. What?
Yeah. There's some wild takes out there.
There are some wild
absolutely
takes.
wild ones.
Maybe we should do a
absolutely wild
trilogy.
ones.
Maybe we should do one more hot takes episode. But who
Yeah.
would we bring on?
Chibnall.
Chris Chibnall. Fantastic. Let's make
Chris
it happen.
Chibnall
Let's
running
make
through
it
hallways. He's already had a hot take, a dated hot take.
It's very true. It's very true.
Very,
Let's do. Who else have we got? Pick one out, Crispy. Can you see? I think for people we're trying to answer the quiz. The quiz, to be
yes.
honest.
No, I've got Minusich here that has just said, my favorite episodes are the ones where you go to conventions. Crispy meeting Alex Kingston was really cool, and learning about Troy meeting the doctors is great to hear. I do love the convention episodes. That could almost be a playlist in itself, us going
They
to
probably
various
should be.
conventions.
They probably should be. Well,
Yeah,
hang on.
yeah.
Let me do some maths. So this is episode 47, 48,
Yes.
49, 50, 51, 52.
Oh, he's doing some
53,
maths.
54, 55. When is?
What? Yeah.
When
Troy can
is-
count everyone. I think that is quite exceptional.
When is
I
that?
think that's quite
When is it?
exceptional.
Episode 55 will be Troy met Matt Smith.
When
So,
is
there you
that?
go.
What's that date?
That date is when the episode comes out or the Comic Con.
The Comic Con.
The Comic Con is Saturday the 1st of April, so the episode will come out on Saturday the 8th of April.
Dude, where? Oh my gosh, that entire month is just going to be cons.
Is
Because
it?
the weekend after that, I think I'm meeting Sophie Aldred, and the weekend after that, I'm meeting Janet Fielding.
Troy met Matt Smith, Chris, you met Sophie Aldred,
Yeah.
Chris, you met Janet Fielding.
Yeah.
That's going to be one hell of a
Yeah.
trilogy. I love it.
No, I'm excited.
Fly over to Liverpool,
My
meet
April.
Matt Smith.
Oh, I would love to, but why do that when I get Mark Shepard here? Huh?
Because Matt Smith.
Yeah.
Have sex, Crispy.
That's a good point.
There you go. All right,
And,
let's pick up one more. H Games the Hoovian agrees. My faves are the Troy Crispy Meats people. I agree. Super Theory Rockstars Will has said Dominic G. Martin episode. That was great. Our first guest. And what a great
That
guest.
was one of my favorites
I love Dom.
we've ever
He's
done.
such a
I
lovely
think.
guy.
Yeah, he's quirky fella.
There's one quirky dude.
Quirky,
He's a quirky.
quirky.
What else have we got? Troy McMahon, Gill, and Crispy Meets a lot of people. Yeah, because that's going to be... So, yeah, March there's going to be Crispy... Actually, yeah, that'll be the next one. I'm being silly. But then again, will we base a whole episode around it? I don't know.
Around
Because
what?
I'm going to London Comic Con Spring in... How many weeks? Oh my gosh, it's 2 weeks on Saturday. That came round quickly.
What?
Sheesh.
Wait, who are you meeting in that one? Is that
Mandip
Last
Gill
of Us?
and Sasha Dewan.
What?
But I've met Mandip Gill already, so do we count that as a Met episode? I don't know.
If you can get an interview with either of them, then yes.
Yeah, but that's not so easy. Okay, that's not so easy.
Oh, it's so
I heard Who Corner to Corner tweeting out being like, we tried to get Mandip Gill, but she said no, lol.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I could still ask. You know, I need to make a little business card for us or something and ask them. You know, maybe I will.
Please.
Maybe I will. But I will get Mandip Gill to sign the custom Yaz Pop, and I will explain
Yeah.
to her that I made that box myself, and if she isn't impressed, I will cry in front of her. So there you go. That'll be the
Yeah,
next
if she doesn't register the sheer amount of effort that went into that, she'll be like, oh.
Oh, do you know what? Hey Jay's just given me a great idea for the next live stream we should do for the podcast.
What?
Episode 69. Troy and Crispy play 5 dates and have to go on a date with Yaz. Do you remember I explained 5 dates to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I
love
reckon.
that.
I mean, you don't have to. You can buy it yourself if you want, but I could stream it and like screen share in Discord, and you can make the choices.
We just
and I'll
have commentary.
coordinate You, yeah.
That is
Yeah.
so funny.
Because she's
That
so
is
good in
so
that.
funny.
She's so good.
Can
in
you
that.
imagine the thumbnail too? It'll look.
Troy and Crispy
It'd be
date
brilliant.
Yaz.
Yeah.
Move over 13. We got her now.
Yeah. That's so
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, if you
I
don't
love
know
that.
for context, 5 Dates is a live action choice game where you are playing as someone who's trying to date in lockdown. So you're doing video calls with people on dating apps.
Yeah.
And one of the 5 girls you can match with is, I think her name's Shayna in the game, played by Mandip Gill. And
Mandip Gill.
I'm not just saying this because of favoritism. She's the best of the 5 characters. I really love what
I
they did with
bet.
her. Because she's like...
I've only seen like little teeny tiny clips.
Okay,
so
then
I'm
I was going to
excited
give her a bit of detail about her character, but I actually won't.
No.
I'll keep it secret. But I really like what they did with her. I thought it was really good. And it came out like 2-3 years ago now. They've just released the sequel, 10 Dates, a couple of days ago. They gave me a code to stream it, and it was very fun. I really enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah, it was good,
cheeky.
It was good. Thanks, Wells Interactive. Very cool people. They do are live action games with like choices and stuff. I would love to see how they film.
I love
stuff,
that.
because they have to film
Yeah,
all the
that's fun.
choices in live action. It's so cool. But yeah, really, really good. So I think we definitely stream that in a couple of weeks. We arranged that.
Yeah,
We're gonna do Saints
that'd be
Row.
fun.
We were gonna do loads of stuff. We need to actually do some of these gaming streams. You know.
I reckon not, but I feel like for that one, since it's all conversational, that can make a really fun podcast episode, not just a stream. So it could be a stream, but we turn it in, like, we make it a podcast episode and we can release it. That'd be so much fun to
wonder
listen to
if-
in a car.
How would that work? Could we put it as audio, like playing that game? Because video-wise, we wouldn't need like a lot of it is the conversation. But can we
Yeah.
share video game audio over a podcast? We probably can, right? It's probably fair use.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just dialogue, so I don't know. You
I'd
can
wager
maybe-
that'd
I
be
don't- I
fine,
don't know.
surely.
Yeah,
Well,
I just
if
think
you want me
that'd
to,
be a
I
really
could drop a
funny
message to the
episode of
devs.
the pod.
I've now got a DM with them because they gave me a
Yes,
code. I can,
absolutely.
I'll ask them. I'll ask them,
Absolutely
and we'll
do
see if
that.
we can make it the episode that week.
Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Troy
That'd be
and
brilliant.
Crispy date Mandip Gill. We'd have to be
That's
very
so
careful
funny.
how we
Yeah,
word
we have
that.
to be
We don't
careful,
be creeps,
yeah.
but that's
So
I love how
funny,
we just
though.
went off completely off topic there for a great idea. So thank you. Who gave us that idea?
That was
Blimey.
Hey Jay, I think.
Hey Jay, absolutely iconic. Thank you very much for that one. There you go.
Real.
But yeah. So what is this? Why is Ella's asking about Doctor Who? Do I wear my Heart of the Ocean necklace or my celeb crush locket with a picture of Leo and Jodie in it? What's your 2 celebrity crushes are Leonardo DiCaprio and Jodie Whittaker? What a combo,
Not bad taste.
Ella.
Not
What a
bad
combo.
taste.
Yeah. Although I don't think Leonardo would like Jodie. She's not under 25.
No.
We've
Bit
got to
too
stop
old.
making that joke. We should do more Fall Guys, to be fair. That's a good point Matty said, because the Fall Guys
Yeah,
episode
that was
very
fun.
good.
That was fun. Yeah, we
This
can
is all
definitely do that
nostalgia.
again.
It's all nostalgia. So, Crispy,
That's good.
out of the
Yeah, mate.
46 episodes we've done before this, because unless you want to count this one,
Yeah.
it's dead cringy, what is your favourite episode of the podcast?
That's a very good question, Troy, and I'm very glad you asked. I really like the ones where we get a guest on. So I think probably my favorite one of all time is the Clever Dick episode. I think I could listen to that man all day. I listened to that back
He's
in the
got
car,
a great
like
voice.
it's just his voice is incredible. It's so soothing. He's so informative. He's so smart. Put us to shame, that's for sure. But I just think it's a really interesting conversation, and I loved that in the video version you see he's just got so many like Doctor Who pieces of merch, memorabilia, all of that.
Oh, yeah.
He is a super fan to the max, and it was such a great conversation. I'm sure we'll get him back one day. But that's probably my favorite. Troy, what is yours?
I'm looking through because I don't know if I've got one like right off the top of my head. It's difficult. It's very, very difficult. Do you know what? I think I'm gonna go for, and I know it's a bit of a boring one because it is our most viewed episode, but I think the Power of the Doctor review.
Oh yeah.
Because that was such a big thing for us. It was the first time that we like did a live reaction after an episode had come out. I know we'd obviously talked about Legend of the Sea Devils because we had started the podcast by that point, and that was a big episode for us as well. But
that was a good episode.
watching Power of the Doctor, then immediately hopping on a call with you like an hour and a half afterwards after you've been able to watch it, even though it screwed your sleep schedule. Having that chance to sit there, me editing it until 4 a.m, still wearing Jodie's coat, just everyone hanging out, having such an amazing time chatting about Jodie Whittaker, David Tennant, all that stuff. Just
Oh god, it was wild.
it's going to be difficult to top that, but I think the 60th might just make it. The 60th might
I think the
just make
60th. I reckon that'll be our first episode to hit the 10,000 view mark. Can almost guarantee.
Ooh, listen to
Can almost
that.
guarantee.
He's
It's gonna
got,
be- it's
he's
gonna be
got
huge.
bravado. He's got confidence.
With the momentum that this podcast had, with you know all the good stuff that's to come, as
Yeah.
you know, like we have a secret episode that we're waiting on me to get my act together so we can release it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got so much good stuff in the pipeline, and so yeah, I reckon by the 60th, 10K. What? Have you read something?
AJ, oh, what episode was that? I don't remember. My
Oh,
favourite
yeah.
one is the one where the editing messed up and Troy's square kept getting bigger and bigger. Oh, that was so good. I don't remember which episode it was, though. Can
I don't
anyone
know-
tell
I
me what
don't know
episode
which
that was?
one.
Because we need to shout it out. I forget.
That was so funny.
So if you're new to the podcast and you don't know, the way I do the editing, obviously on Sony Vegas, what I used to edit, it's just called Vegas. Sony hasn't owned it for years. I don't know why I keep calling it that. You can obviously position where videos are, and that's how you line things up. So I line up our videos to be small and fit underneath the border, all that cool stuff. But I accidentally put a marker in at the end of the episode for my camera to go full screen. And so over the course of the episode, it slowly slips out of the border and starts to fill the screen and overrides Crispy's face.
just
So
slowly eating me the whole
yeah,
episode.
and I did
It's
not
so
clock
funny.
it. It was only after the episode came out and someone commented and went, I don't know what happened with Troy's camera. And then I looked and went, oh no.
Oh no!
It was brilliant.
So good.
It was so good. Because the thing was, the marker did, it didn't actually, the marker where I was full screen wasn't at the end of the episode. It was some bit way further on the timeline. So it never quite got
Yeah.
full screen. So all it just looked like was that I was slowly engulfing your camera just for the sake of it. So good. It was so good, but I don't know what episode it was. If someone in the
We'll
chat can
find
tell
it.
me,
We'll find it
I will,
eventually.
I will
We'll find it
shout it out
eventually.
specifically. Troy
That is
invades
brilliant.
who's there. I invade the podcast I wrote. What?
Huh?
Crazy. But there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Q&A section. So here's what we're going to do. We want you guys to give your Q&A questions if you didn't leave them on the YouTube community post, on Twitter, on
YouTube.
Instagram, all that stuff. Pop them in the chat now. Any extras you've thought of, any of that, and we will scroll through them once we've answered a few that were pre-answered. Now, context for the video version. I'm not putting any questions on the screen. There are far too many. It would be too many for me to try and arrange on the screen to decide which ones we're showing. It'd be all over the show. So just trust that we will
Exactly.
read them out very well with our vocabulary. And Sarah Glover, of
Exactly.
course she has spotted it's episode 18. I'm going to have a quick look.
Oh,
Let me see.
brill.
Yep, there it is. There it is.
Which one was that?
Actually, no, your camera does it as well. Oh, it's making our own episode of
Both our
Doctor Who,
cameras.
episode 18. Both of our
that's a
cameras
good
do
one.
it, but because mine is on the layer above yours, mine ends up overriding your face.
Oh,
So
you eat
both
me up.
our cameras are
Nom, nom, nom,
slowly
nom.
heading to full screen, but because mine's on the layer above, mine's the one that shows. But the funny thing is, the border's on top, so mine's going to full screen, but it doesn't go over the border. It's like their logo is still on top of it. Oh my, it looks so daft. It looks
That
so
is
daft.
so funny.
Who commented that
is
originally?
Very, very funny.
Let's see. Jeremy Duncan, I adore that Troy is slowly absorbing Crispy throughout the podcast. Well said.
It's brill.
Well said.
Brill.
There
Brill.
you go. And one of the comments from Paul, you've dabbled with polls, now meet the genuine article. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you dabbled with Q&As and questions and quizzes, now meet the genuine article. Crispy, how
Oh,
are we doing this?
yeah.
How are we doing this?
I'll tell you what we're doing first. We're listening to this banger.
Oh,
yes.
Here we go again. That's right. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. Questions and quizzes. What's up?
That is a tune.
Yeah.
I can't believe you just
It's
write
an
this stuff on the fly.
absolute
good.
banger.
So good. So I'm going to sort these by newest first, just for a little bit, then I'll switch it to top comments afterwards. So the first question comes from Ella, ironically, Dr. Master, who says, Crispy, what's your favourite donut?
Oh, probably just original glaze. I'm pretty basic.
Ew.
Or like the dinosaur chocolate, like a dinosaur. You ever have a dinosaur one?
I've never had
You
a
know
dinosaur, one.
donut?
I know a friend who would.
Oh, we
she
have
lose
them
her
here.
nut over
Any Australians in the chat will 100% know what a dinosaur donut is.
that. Yeah, but original
yeah,
glaze
one of those.
with nothing on it, just a base donut.
Or like a Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
know?
but still. No
Mate,
chocolate on it, no nothing.
Stick to the basics. Stick to the basics.
Oh, that's horrific.
What's yours?
Well, Ella hasn't asked. She was very selfish. She only wants to know yours.
It was purely for me.
Yeah, so we'll never know. She'll never know what mine is because she didn't bother to.
I guess
include me
we'll
in the
never
question.
know.
I guess we'll never know. So, Crispy, are we taking it in turns? How are we doing this?
Yeah, let's do it in turns.
Okay, so where are you taking your question from? I've got the YouTube ones up.
This one is from the Instagram. And this one is from Jackamigo16, and he has asked, how did you two meet? Well, I think there's a link to that video called episode 1, Knock Knock, Who's There? Yeah, so go and check out the
But-
first episode of the podcast.
Actually,
Actually.
someone asked. Let me find it. Give me a second. Because somebody... There it is. DWBoy14 asked on the YouTube section, what was your first message to one another? So I want to overlap these, and we're going to play a fun little game, Crispy.
I saw it. I looked.
No. I'm going to find the original email I sent to you. For the
Oh,
Redcast.
I saw the original tweet that, like our Twitter interaction, because that was how we first talked, and I was like, let's
Was
talk
it?
over Skype.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, God.
read
I don't
it
think I
out?
want to read this out.
Please, Troy. The people deserve it.
Oh, no. Do you know what I'm going to do? Have you got...
What are you gonna
Is
do?
your email still... Well, it's Crispy Pro.
Yes.
I can say Crispy Pro Productions, can't I? 'Cause it's your business email. I can still
Oh,
say
yes.
that.
Yeah,
Right.
that is my business. Yeah,
I'm gonna forward it to you, and you can read it out.
Okay.
I'm not...
Oh,
I refuse
dearie
to
me.
read this out. I refuse
Well,
to.
surely I'd have the email.
Yeah, but
That's
it was
in the
from
other one,
like 2
probably.
years ago. So I'm going to forward it to you so that you can enjoy it.
All right.
There you go, I
All
forwarded
right,
it
I'll
to
have
you.
a look. I'll have a look. You see, this is the power of the internet.
The power of the
people.
internet, the power of the emails. Have you got it?
Yeah, it's in
Alright.
my DMs.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty.
Oh, no.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Gosh,
no.
it's a long message. I'm
It
surprised
really
I
is.
replied.
Then I'll read out your reply afterwards. Let's do it that way.
Oh crikey! I'm pretty bad at emails. Hey Troy, sorry. Yeah, cool. Okay. Hi there, Crispy. My name is Troy, but I'm known on YouTube as Red Archer Live.
Oh, dear.
I'm reaching out to send you an invitation to be a guest on an episode of my podcast show, The Red Cats. You misspelt it there. It's Red
No, I
Cats
didn't.
in the email. Yeah, you did.
The Red Cats! No, I didn't! No, I actually did! No!
I thought I was going on a podcast talking about
Pets.
cats, but that's all right.
Damn. Whoops.
Within it, I invite special guests from all different fields of entertainment, be it actors, YouTubers, streamers, and talk about yada, 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 yada. And here's a link to that. I've watched your Doctor Who content for a little while, and like you, it's my favorite show of all time. The amount of pop figures, clothing items, and everything else I own for the show is borderline embarrassing, but not quite, winky face.
Winky
I even took
oh.
part. I even took part in your series ranking tier list, and I sent you my submission. Did you? That's very nice of you.
Apparently, yeah.
Yeah. Not sure if you remember that, to be
not-
fair
oh,
enough.
wait,
Well,
look.
we don't remember it now.
Because I think it was on Twitter. So if
That
I look
is
at Red Archer
crazy.
Live at Chris, it's 3 E's, isn't it?
Yes, 3 E's.
Let's have a look.
I've been very keen to bring somebody on who I could chat about Doctor Who, but there's plenty I could ask you about your channel too. We both have similar sub counts and both go for weekly upload patterns, so I'd love to find out about your origins and the channel and how you run it, how it's affected your life, etc., before getting into some serious Doctor Who talk. I truly believe the opportunity for a great conversation is there, and it'd be great to make that a reality. The Redcast has given me an opportunity to try something different from my usual gaming Payday 2 content, and while some episodes have been of that theme, I've also tried to do separate episodes from that to create something new and interesting for listeners. It would be amazing to bring you on to the show, and I would absolutely love to talk about the finer details with you if you're interested, such as timings and so on and so forth. If you're interested, please let me know. We can arrange a chat, yada yada. All the best, Troy, in brackets, Red Archer Live. Wow. What a pitch. What a pitch.
What a pitch indeed. What a pitch indeed.
You sent that to me on my birthday in 2020.
Blimey, really?
On my actual birthday.
Yeah, because you replied.
Wow.
And you said, hey Troy, sorry about the late reply.
Wow.
You emailed me on my birthday, laughing emoji. Thanks for reaching out.
Oh, there we go.
Of course, I'd be very interested in appearing on the podcast. Where are you based? I'm in Australia, so timing might be a bit funny. Kind regards, Crispy.
Don't we bloody well know that?
Don't we know that?
Crikey.
Have you all fallen asleep yet?
Yeah, sorry, we're just reading our old emails.
It's a long one.
Troy went from crispy fangirl to
found the
podcast
tweet.
co-host.
I found
Brilliant,
the tweet.
Maddie. Well said.
I'm not proud of it. It was when I wasn't as big of a
what
fan
did-
of Jodie's era. Because
Oh,
I put in
no,
the
what have
tweet,
you
I don't
done?
hate Jodie, by the way, just the show running, etc. And I put both of her series in D tier. Do you know what? I'm gonna delete the tweet. I'm deleting it right now.
No,
I don't-
keep it.
I don't stand
It's
by it though. I
history.
don't want it on the record.
Oh, fine. Can you? No, do what you got to do.
I'll
Do what
leave
you
it. Fine, I'll leave it. Okay.
Do what you got to do.
I no longer endorse this tweet. I would like you all to know. I no longer endorse it. But you replied and put, now that's a nice list with a fire emoji. And I said, glad you think so, with a sunglass emoji. So apparently you think putting Jodie's tears in D is a nice thing as well. So I'm roping
No,
you in.
I think I had some very. I would just tried to get a lot of interaction going, so I just kind of replied to everyone. I didn't really look at everyone, so that was a very baseless
Wow.
thing.
That's actually quite mean then in that case. It's actually quite mean.
Yeah,
I'm very
quite
upset.
mean.
Very upset, everyone. Very upset.
Well, I didn't know I was going to meet you, did I?
No, you didn't. You didn't.
Still
You
haven't, technically.
didn't. No. So get your backside over here, mate.
You come here.
Bro.
You look up plane
Bro,
tickets.
I bought an Ellie backpack for a cosplay and that bust my bank. Do you think I can afford plane tickets?
Yes, and now you have carry-on luggage with that backpack.
It's true. It's actually quite true.
Mm.
Quite true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank you.
let's do some more questions because wow, we've been going for about an hour.
Questions.
This is now we enter the big Q&A section. I want us to try and do you want to finish by in the next like half an hour, 45 minutes so you can go to bed?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
please.
Cool. Well, we got time for quite a few questions. 'Cause I want us to have a big section here. You know, it's questions and quizzes.
And quizzes.
So I'm now sorting back to top comments. Dalek Khan has said, should they bring back the red unit berets for RTD2? For me, that pop of red defined them so much, and it truly made them iconic, and I really wish they would have stayed instead of getting replaced by the black helmets. But I'm curious to know what you think. Anyways, congratulations with the podcast. Your chemistry is unmatched, and no matter the highs or lows of the shows, you are always positive and see the best in everything, and can have a welcoming and chill discussion, which I just love. That's so lovely. Can I pin that?
That is very
I'm pinning
sweet.
it. There
Who
you go,
was
comment
that?
pinned. From Dalek Khan.
Dalek Khan, Dalek
Yeah.
Khan themselves.
Yeah, Dalek
have been
Khan
so
themselves
generous.
has commented that.
Oh wow!
That's
Thank you,
lovely.
Dalek Khan. That was very sweet. That was very, very sweet.
That's lovely.
Gosh, it's been a good day. Yeah, bring back the beret. I say.
Yeah, bring
Absolutely.
it back. Bring it back.
Bring it back.
Bring it back.
That's all. That's all I have to say on the matter.
There we go.
I would
Fantastic.
love to
Crispy,
see
next
it.
question.
This is from the one, the only Paul, who's their fan. one of the
Paul!
brilliant Pauls.
Paul! How's Paul
Paul
doing?
themselves.
Our number one,
They're
our
great.
original listener, the only person listening to us in episode 1.
The OG. The OG.
Miss you,
They
Paul.
have asked, what did we have for breakfast?
I had a bowl of Crave. It's the same thing I've had for my breakfast for the last, 2 years.
Can I ask what crave is?
If you never look up Crave. Krave. Do some Googling.
Okay.
By the way,
Well,
Crispy, when are we doing the Who's
I
There
had
merch
a
store?
muesli bar. Episode 69.
Okay. We actually
I
should have
looked
a
up
meeting
Crave.
about that. 'cause
I looked up Crave, and it came up with Crave Beauty. There's
No,
beauty
Crave
skincare
cereal.
products. Do you do like skincare
Yeah, I
in the morning
eat
with
lipstick
Crave?
for my breakfast.
Oh, delicious. Okay, I'm seeing it. It's Kellogg's.
Yeah, Kellogg's Crave. It's like a pillowy thing with chocolate in it. Very
You
tasty.
eat pillows for breakfast? You're supposed to sleep on pillows, not eat them, silly. What
do
are you on
both.
about?
You can't lock me into
multitasker.
one thing. You can't lock me into
No,
one field.
that's
Crispy.
fair enough.
Yeah, exactly. Can't lock me.
All right,
in
that's
like
good.
that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we've got quite a few ideas for merch. You know, would you guys buy our
Yeah,
merch
you'd
if we
have
made
to-
some? Would you guys actually buy some? Would you do it?
If we're not going to do it if no one buys it.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
If no one's gonna buy it, it's not worth the time.
if no one's going to buy it, then what's the point?
You know, we need
What's the- I
genuine
give up.
article. We need Paul. We need I know this bum.
We need. I know this bum.
I really want to put up a pair of shorts on the back. It just says I know this bum. I might do that.
I know this bum.
Might do
That's
that.
so funny.
No, you could wear them though, because you wear shorts on the podcast. You're
I
wearing
wear
shorts right now.
all the time. All the time.
And
I make the
literally
shorts.
when
I wear the shorts.
Barney Cockapoo's mum knitted those dolls, you have shorts on in them. Like,
Correct. That's
you go.
my iconic outfit.
there you go. Ella said she
Brill.
wouldn't buy them. Wow.
Oh, well,
Ella, you
That's
are now
fine.
public enemy number 1. Can I time out Ella for a minute because of that? How do I do that? Put user in timeout.
Oh
we go.
no.
200
Oh
seconds.
dear.
Oh no, it deleted all their messages.
No, only for 300 seconds. I think you're fine.
No, but like if you scroll back up, all their messages are gone.
Yeah, but it'll be back in 300 seconds. It's fine.
No, it says message deleted. How do I undelete? Can I undelete?
For me, it just says it was timed out.
Oh, well, that's not good. Hopefully it doesn't mean just being deleted. Ella, I'm so sorry, okay? Okay, I'm so sorry. It was for a joke. I apologize.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Crispies in shorts show us. No.
No, I'm not showing you.
No.
I'm not showing you.
No.
You can buy some official Who's There shorts, but that's about it.
Yeah, I agree. We should do that though. We should do that.
Absolutely.
Official
Absolutely.
Who's There shorts. I want to see that. I want to see that.
Brill.
Can we see that?
Is it my
please?
turn for a question or is it your turn for a question?
I think it is yours.
Can't remember where we were with that.
Your turn. Your turn.
My turn. Okay, this is a good question from Artie Zone, who's commented on Instagram.
Okay.
They say, who are your most wanted guests for the pod from the HooTube community? That's a good question.
Ooh.
We've got a few.
There's a few
Got a
people
few
who've
on-
asked that. Yeah, I've seen that question a few
Few
times.
on the list.
Who would you like, Crispy?
I don't know. Josh Snares, they're brilliant.
Josh
they are
Snares would be
fantastic.
really fun to have on. Yeah, I'd love
I
to
think
have that
Josh Snares would be a class act.
Mm.
You were on Mr. TARDIS's stream, but I think we should get Mr. TARDIS on at some stage. And Matt Lucas. That's about it.
He's not in the YouTube community, bro.
Yeah, he is.
Imagine.
No.
Hey, welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is Noddy. It's me, Noddy. In today's video, we're talking about...
views. A milli views.
Yeah, a million.
Rachel Talalay is a YouTuber, so
Okay.
you just blacked me out on the screen.
I did. Did I actually?
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh,
I'm
you're gone. What happened? I
See
was
ya.
just checking. Ella put in the Discord that she hates me. So,
Oh well, that's very rude.
very rude.
That's very rude.
Truly rude. I did sell toilet paper that has the Forest of the Night script on it. Well, that's not very nice. As for me, who do I want to talk to in the YouTube community? Well, I said to you, I really like the idea of having Ellie Littlechild on, of Who Culture
yeah.
fame. I just love like her videos on Who Culture. She's a really good presenter, and I think we'd have good banter. And you're besties with her now because you work with Who Culture. Get me a job,
Banter.
please.
I'm in the Who Culture WhatsApp group now.
What? Oh, I'm so jealous. I want in on this. I'm actually so jealous, bro.
I haven't really. I just react to everything. I'm too scared to put something put a conversation.
Just put
in.
scare me there.
Scare me there.
But yeah, so I'd love to have her on. Besides that, I don't know how we haven't had Josh Carr on yet.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Of
shout.
Who Knew?
That's
a
a good shout.
podcast. We're basically the same
Yeah.
name as us. Obviously, our podcast
I've never met the gentleman, but I would love to.
I've never met him in person either, which is kind of wild. So Josh, if you go into one of these Comic Cons, he's probably not listening right now, but you know, get over it. Get over it.
Come on,
Get over it.
come on.
Get over it.
Surely.
I should also
Surely.
say, like, I'm not just picking out one person from the Who Culture team. Anyone from them would be great. Just because we already
Oh,
made
yeah,
the
they're all
suggestion of Ellie
brilliant.
for the guest
Sean.
of the episode by the bad review.
Yeah.
You know. And Ellie's obviously the best for the review. What? Sorry? No, I'm joking. We love you all. I want a job, okay? Give me a job. No. But yeah, I beyond that, I'm trying to think, because we've interacted with a lot of people in the YouTube community as is. Not necessarily had them all on episodes, but we've had interactions with them. We've had Dominic on, we've had 50%, we've had Clever Dick. Clever Dick was like the one I really wanted. He was the one I really wanted.
That was such a good get and well timed. That we waited so long for that episode.
Yeah.
But it was good, worth it in the end.
Because I was such a fan of his stuff. That was what I really wanted, because I loved his stuff for years before. I was like, if we get him on, that'd be amazing. And he was like, yeah, let's do it. He's a lovely fella.
Yeah.
We were waiting a while to
Lovely,
get him on, but it
lovely
was worth
fella.
it. We timed it well. Now it's one of the biggest episodes on the channel. It's great. So there you go. There's our answer. All right.
Brill.
Next question. I'll keep to YouTube.
Next question,
you can control Instagram and Twitter. And if you want to go on YouTube as well, feel free. Or pull something out the live chat. Don't forget to keep asking your questions in the live chat, everyone. If it's been a little while, feel free to paste it back in again. But next one. Let's go with... Ooh, let's keep a similar theme. Amazing Disgrace has said, hey Troy, hey Crispy, happy anniversary. Thank you. We've been married now for 12 years. If you could have any Doctor Who actor, or just Doctor actor, sorry, on the podcast as a guest of honor, who would you pick? Which Doctor, Crispy? Which Doctor would you have on?
On the podcast. And not the actor, but the actual doctor.
No, Doctor Actor.
Oh, I was like, oh, if we can have a doctor on, that'd be exciting. William Hartnell, absolutely.
If you could have anyone, you'd have William Hartnell.
Yeah.
That's a really nice
Shout-
touch. Yeah.
Chat about how it was at the start. I don't know. I can always hit up David Bradley, I suppose.
You
What
can
about
you
you?
get William Hartnell and be like, so I wants to ask you, have you no emotions, sir?
Have you no emotion, sir?
Yeah, exactly.
We'll get you back on the pod. One day you will come back.
One day
One
he
day.
will come back. Yeah.
Yeah.
But until then, there must be no regrets, no fears, no
no
anxieties.
tears.
Just go forward
Go
in all of your
forward.
beliefs.
All your
and prove
beliefs.
to me that I am not mistaken in mine. So you haven't even seen that episode. It's still
DJ Horn. DJ Horn.
As for me, though, I think we've got conversations need to be had because I would like to have David Tennant on this podcast so we could discuss what was going on with that cake. We got to talk about the cake.
We can
David
try.
Tennant did a
We
podcast
can really
with.
try.
Well, can we have an episode of David Tennant does a podcast with, and it can be David Tennant does a podcast with Troy Red Archer live, and also Crispy Pro if he can talk to two people at once. Is it only one person in this show? Who knows? But we need to talk about that cake.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Whatever happens.
I like how
the
instead
cake
of it
needs to
being
come
him
up.
being a guest on ours, it's just like I want to be on his podcast. He doesn't even do that podcast
Yeah.
anymore. Like it literally is used now just to promote other podcasts. They occasionally be like introducing this other new podcast you should go listen to. So.
Oh,
but no,
really?
Seriously, well, David Tennant would be the one for me for our podcast. I mean, you and I,
Yeah,
David,
absolutely.
I think we'd hit it off. We'd have a right laugh.
Oh, David would be ridiculously good fun. I think he'd understand the banter.
Yeah, he would. And if Matt Smith was on, we'd just be chanting "have sex" for the whole time. Anyway, Chris, what's the next question?
The next question is.
He put his phone
from
down. He's
the-
given up. Do you want me to just
from
coordinate the answers?
from
What's
the
going on?
Twitter, from the Twitter, and this one is from. I don't even know if I can say that name.
Why?
But they said I put this on Spotify, but here it is again. You have to choose one Doctor and one Marvel character for a crossover episode. Who do you pick? Congrats on your first anniversary.
One Doctor and one Marvel character.
One Doctor and one Marvel character. I am going to pick Matt Smith and the villain from Morbius.
Milo and the 11th Doctor, and they both have sex.
Yeah.
Bruh. Gotta stop. We are family friendly.
Bruh.
Okay, this is going beyond
Bruh.
the joke now.
Yeah.
Who would you actually pick, or is that what you're going with? I kind of feel like you should
No,
just
no,
go
no,
with
no.
that now.
Or the 10th or the 14th Doctor and Kilgrave from Jessica Jones.
We're not.
Or Christopher, or the 9th Doctor and the elf from Thor: The
Malekith.
Dark World. Yeah, that guy. Or
He wasn't Marvel. I know where you're going. He wasn't Marvel. He was DC.
who?
You were gonna go Peter Capaldi and the Thinker.
Ah,
Oh, you
that's
weren't.
very
Okay, I
good.
thought you were going
No,
towards
I wasn't
just putting
thinking
you
that.
off.
No.
Who
Let
would
me think. I
I'm
need to
trying
think about this, Troy.
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
need to
as
think.
well. Like actual an actual team up. I wonder. Trying to think.
Come on, think, son.
Ruin my momentum there. No, I was gonna
Sorry.
say, what about like TVA Loki? So like our current like time
Yeah.
traveling detective Loki with a doctor. That'd be a good one. Maybe
Yeah,
with, like,
that
David or maybe
Matt
Matt Smith.
Smith.
Matt Smith might
Matt
be a
Smith,
good
Loki.
team up.
That's it. That is it.
Or
I would
13
watch
and Sylvie.
that. Ooh, also a very good matchup. Yeah, okay. So anything to do with the Loki TV
Yeah,
show.
because it's so much like Doctor Who.
Because
Feels like a good lineup.
it's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brill. Love that. Love that.
Are you
Absolutely
sticking
love
with your
that.
joke answers or?
No, I want Matt Smith and Loki now. I hijacked yours.
Okay, fair enough. All right, cool.
Yeah.
So let's move on then. Next question coming from Aaron Salter. I've been watching from the very first episode. I saw this and I was like, that's good enough for me. Let's see what else he said. Because he's a loyal viewer. You should all have watched the first episode. No. I've been watching from the very first episode, and I can honestly say this is the best podcast and best Doctor Who audio. I never missed an episode. The mixture of Troy and Crispy, there's nothing better. As someone who has special needs, what would you say to more
Thank
disabled
you.
representation? You dabbled with podcasts, now meet the genuine article. Thank you, Aaron. That is lovely.
Brill. That was such a lovely review there. Thank
It's
you.
lovely. What do you think of disabled representation, Crispy?
I think it's very, very important, and I think the rumor on the street is now that the TARDIS is more accessible, which I think I don't know if that was RTD's initial plan, or maybe they realized Bernard Cribbins at the time was getting a bit old, and they were in a wheelchair at the time, and they're like, we need to make the TARDIS right for them. And I always think it's a good thing. It's always a good thing.
That's
Troy,
actually
your
what
thoughts?
TARDIS stands for now. It's the accessible ramp dimension in space.
Ah, very
I was thinking about
good.
that while you were answering. I was answering. Yeah, of course.
Time
I
and
mean,
accessible ramp.
I'm all for more representation, especially if it annoys people like Nerdrotic. No,
Yeah, specifically, yes.
Did you? By the way, I hate to give that guy more time. Did you see him sharing the Guardians poster and being like W2F because Nebula was wearing a baggy T-shirt?
Yeah, I saw that.
That man
It's
is
just-
literally like the basement dwelling logic that dude's brain has is just. Ugh.
I don't know, and it's shocking that they've been given such a large platform.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the most toxic things, and they're twisted views. And I think Mr. Titus he's got a really good video or something, a live stream where he just like digs in. But I don't have the balls
Well,
to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
watch
so
that at some point.
respect.
Man. Ooh, sounds
Yeah,
spicy.
it's great.
The thing that I like to take from it is if someone like Nerdrotic's getting annoyed, you're doing a good thing, and I feel
Yeah.
like disabled representation is good. You like it's good to get like I'm all for including people in because you want people to be able to look at the screen and say there's someone that I can relate to. It's the classic. It's like with Marvel, it's the Black Panther argument, it's the Captain Marvel argument. You know, there are loads of black kids that get to see T'Challa on screen and they have someone they identify with. There are loads of girls that get to see Carol Danvers on screen that are like I can identify with her. You know, and I love that idea. And it's not like it's forced because you get people saying it's forced. It's like it's making up for a lack, and it's beautiful. I love that.
Here's exactly the thing, like, because now, you know, we're in this culture where, you know, things are being introduced more than they were. You know, we're having a lot more black representation, queer representation, you know, disabled representation. And, you know, for a lot of people, it's going to be a hard change. But I just hope in 100 years' time that'll be the norm. You know, my grandkids will be like, oh, what? Your films didn't have this represent? It was a strange thing to have that in a film or TV show. So we're setting the grounds now. We're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I hope it's
but
less than
in
100 years.
I hope it's less than that, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying by then, you know, it won't even be a conversation. It won't even be something to talk about.
Exactly.
But who
Well
knows?
said.
Who
Well
knows?
said. You know, and that if people have opinions, they keep them to themselves. They're not doing anyone any good. You know,
Yeah,
just
it's just a general rule
ideally
for
not have
life.
the opinions to begin with. But if you're gonna have them, just don't feel the need to share them, especially on Twitter. But yeah, I
Yeah.
love that. You got Bernard Cribbins and you've got Ruth Madley's character, Shirley Ann Bingham, I believe is her name. So we're gonna have 2 disabled characters showing up in the 60th.
Yes,
So,
yes,
'cause-
correct.
You know, it's like the Patrick Ewing SpongeBob. What's better than 1 giant paint bubble? I know, 2 giant paint bubbles. Like, you know, you got double representation. Great. We get more
Yeah.
Bernard. The last we'll see of Bernard Cribbins, unfortunately. Got Wilf in a wheelchair, keeping him involved, even though he was presumably a bit more frail by that point. And then we've also got Ruth Madley as well, another disabled companion who might show up. Is it discussed that she's going to show up beyond with Shooty? I swear that was something that we touched on.
I think it's like fan theory right now.
Okay.
But I think she might be the new Osgood or something like that. I don't know.
Can we have her
We
and
don't
Osgood? Wait, come on.
I know.
Come on.
Why not have 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. Job done. There you go.
Done.
So there's our answer. So yeah, thank you, Aaron. Much love to you. Crispy, have you got more questions to read out, or should we just keep pulling them from YouTube now?
Pull from YouTube because I'm running out here, son.
We did. To
I'm
be
running
fair, we
out.
asked on YouTube ahead of time. So by the time we posted on Twitter and Instagram, everyone was like, "Well, I mean, we already asked them on
We
YouTube."
already asked, mate.
Mr. Scarlo did give us a really good Doctor Who quiz, but it's 20 questions, and I feel like with the runtime we've got, we may have to
No.
leave that for now. But we could always come back to it later. As a special
That's
section.
questions and quizzes 3.
Three.
At the
Yeah,
100th
yeah,
anniversary of
baby.
the show.
Yeah, baby. Which actor that appeared in Doctor Who would you most want a cameo video from, and why? And that is from James Box. For context, for anyone who doesn't know, Cameo is a website where actors and famous people basically can go on and you can request a video from them that they will then send to you. You can tell them what to say, and within reason, they'll send it back to you. So, who would you want, Crispy? What actor that appeared in Doctor Who would you most want a cameo video from?
Andrew Garfield.
Oh, such a good shout! Oh, that's so good. Yes.
Yeah.
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 And he
got
just
you
goes,
there.
"Hiya, Crispy."
Yeah.
There you go.
Brilliant.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm hijacking that. I was going to make another Limitless Win joke and you saved me from doing it. I was going to go, I'd love David Tennant send me a message and go, "Hello, Troy. So you were on Limitless
nice.
Win. Very exciting. To wish you
Very
luck, I've got you a
exciting.
good luck cake." Oh, it'd be so
couldn't-
good. We should make a cake that the
Hom.
picture is him on the cake with me on the cake. And we should make this
You-
endless loop of cakes.
You have no idea the length I went to almost make that happen.
What?
Yeah, I was gonna tell you about this.
What?
For
What?
the episode that we did discussing the thing, I looked up pricing. I like got the picture of David Tennant and like holding your cake, and I
Yeah.
made the layout. I went to the website, and it wouldn't deliver in time.
Yeah, well, I mean, it
So-
was only a week ago. That would have been a bit fast to deliver.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. But I went through the whole shenanigans, and they were like, "No, it's going to be this much." It was quite expensive, and
Could
I
you
was
have
like,
bought it from a
"It's
UK
not- it's
site
not
instead
worth
it
the
shipped
bit."
from a UK site?
What, and ship it to you?
Yeah.
Well, I want the cake.
Oh, right. Sorry. I was going to say, I thought the idea was it was going to turn up on my door and I'd go, what is this
No,
doing
no,
here?
No.
Okay.
I wanted the cake, and then I was going to eat that.
Oh, okay. All right. I hear you're on Who's There, a Doc 2 podcast. Well, this is very exciting. To wish you
is
luck with
very
your 1 year
exciting.
anniversary, I've got you a good luck cake. Okay.
got you a cake.
Ross Stewart,
Yeah.
if you had a TARDIS to travel in, where would you go in it, and what would you have inside it for an interior if you chose its look? Ooh. Where would you go, Crispy, first? Where would you go?
I go to the UK.
I'd go to
to
Australia.
Doctor
There
Who's
you go.
60th
There
anniversary.
you go.
Inside. That's a really. I've never actually thought about how do you describe your dream TARDIS interior, because the whole thing is dream-like. Like you
Bloody
can't
big, mate,
base it off
she'd say.
anything.
Bloody big.
What is? I mean, well, I guess you could say that 9 and 10's TARDIS was kind of like coral
Yeah,
based.
the coral. There was coral. There was like the mechanical, cluttery one for 11, and then the more
kind
mechanical,
of-
like steampunky one for.
Yeah, I think mine would be a
Peter.
bit more steampunky. I reckon.
Yeah.
But I also like I like 9s with like the casual like living space. I like
really
that
all
idea,
of
so you
them.
can just chill out.
I really like all of them, and I know it's a real
You like
cop
all
out
of them?
answer because there are
That's
some people that really
such
don't
a
like Jodie's in
cop-out
particular.
answer.
I love Jodie's interior. I think it's so beautiful and like so aesthetic and atmospheric.
Oh, I know what I'd have.
What?
I would have the Masters TARDIS from Spyfall, the Australian hut, and that would just be
course
where
you
I
would.
travel.
Of course
I'd be
you
flying
would.
around in this little Australian hut.
Oh, just landing in Paris and during the Blitz in an Australian
exactly.
hut.
Subtle,
Oh.
subtle,
Bro didn't even use his chameleon circuit. What a silly goose.
silly goose.
So where would you actually go? Like, if you could name one place or time, where would
A
you
play? Oh, okay.
Place or time,
Just
either
the far. I've always wanted to go into the far future.
go? Okay.
Always wanted to go into the far future. 100 years, 200 years, ish.
I kind of like
See
that
what- see
idea. I
what's
would like to
happening.
see what life's like in the future.
I think it wouldn't be so different, but there would be ridiculous advancements, particularly in artificial intelligence. It might look like Terminator. It might be a complete warfield. We don't know,
We might all be dead.
but we might all be dead. But
Oh,
at least I
God.
got
Might
my
be all from
Australian
55.
shack. Yeah, and then I'll be like, oh, so that's what they were warning us about.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chibbers, you legend.
I'm trying to think where I would go.
What would you do, Troy?
I know.
Where you at, bro?
Like in historical time periods, I really like medieval times. I've always loved like the medieval vibe, but I don't know if I want to be in there because like people didn't live very long. There was lots of disease,
No.
famine, war. You ever played Chivalry? That stuff's brutal, man.
No.
There's lots of people cutting each other up with swords and stuff in medieval warfare. It's very violent.
Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. I just want to be shot by a robot.
I love the Wild West, but I also feel like someone would just shoot me in a tavern, a saloon or something. So I'm gonna go with you in the future. I like the future. Future vibe.
Yeah, come with me. Go.
Or the
come join
80s.
me in
I'd love to
the
go to the
Aussie
80s.
shack. Oh,
80s
that could be
music,
that could be a
living in
good
the 80s.
shout.
Oh. Living on the ceiling. So there you go. There you go. All right, Crispy.
Grill.
We have got about
Yeah, mate.
I don't know 10, 15 minutes for a couple more questions.
Yeah, right.
Here's what we're gonna do.
You're on.
We're gonna take it in turns again.
What?
I'm gonna go from the comments, the community post. You're gonna go from the live chat. There you go.
Okay, I can do that.
So I'll
I
read out
can
one
do
more
that.
from here to give you time to pick some out. Live chat, put them in again in case you missed anything. Get putting some in. So I'm going to pick one more. Oh, do you know what? We talked about Titanic earlier, and this is my apology to Ella. And just another
Yeah.
one from her, just to say sorry, because we were very mean. And I actually quite like this, and it's topical, so you mentioned Titanic earlier. Would a Doc 2 episode on the actual Titanic work? And what would you like to see or happen if so? I'm picking that because I genuinely like the idea, because I said to my mum, remember, there's a
Yeah.
zombies map in one of the Black Ops games that's set on the Titanic. It's just an interesting event. It's obviously a very dark and, tragic event.
Yeah.
But I kind of would like to see that happen. I know we've had the space one, so it almost definitely would never happen. But I don't know. It just maybe you could create another Pompeii-esque scenario where, being there makes it happen. Maybe something happening on the ship, some kind of alien invasion is why they missed the iceberg. They can make it into a Doctor Who style themed thing. and then they
Do you
have to
think they
fight
would get a
with
lot
who
of
they can save.
backlash
They probably would.
if they did?
In saying that, I was thinking that because it's not quite the same as Pompeii, because Pompeii was a natural disaster, not a man-made one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think there is definitely potential with Doctor Who. You can do anything, you can go anywhere, and having a story set on the actual Titanic, I think would be good. But it might have to be, yeah, there is just like an alien loose on the Titanic, and the Doctor's like, oh, we have to, like, it still has to happen because it's such a big part of human history. And Millie Gibson's like, Shooty, what are you doing?
She just calls him
Stay
Shooty in Doctor Who,
behind."
does she?
Yeah, Shooty,
Shooty.
Gatwa, Eric,
Eric.
sex education.
We need to help
What
the
are you
people on the
doing?
Titanic, you dirty pig.
You dirty pig.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, by the way, that was another bit of news. Apparently, Shooty's announced he's leaving Sex Education, and apparently it's not
Yeah.
the end of the show because people were saying apparently it was the last season, but there's no official confirmation of that.
I don't know. I think they might do a season 5, and Eric won't be there. He
it'll
might
be
show up
rubbish.
for a cameo at the end. Yeah,
the
and
TARDIS.
without Eric. in
In the TARDIS, the 15th Doctor lands and goes, "Wash your hands, you dirty pigs," and then goes again.
You dirty pig. Yeah, brill.
But there you go. All right, Crispy, have you pulled anything else out? Any
Yes,
rabbits out the
yes,
hat?
I absolutely have. This one is from Charlie Hutchings, and they say, "Do you think we will see a redesign of the Daleks under RTD and maybe a Davros return?" Question mark. Absolutely.
Well, it was already
Absolutely.
semi-confirmed, wasn't it? I think we talked about it a little while ago that the Bronze Daleks are actually being retired going into the new era.
Yeah, where was that confirmed?
It
What
wasn't
was the
confirmed by
source
BBC officially,
on
but it was
that?
confirmed somewhere, and I'm inclined to believe it because there's been a lot of talk for that to happen for a while.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it's been too long now. Like they've had them for so long that it'd be
Oh, it
weird to
has.
lose them. But
It's
yeah,
I don't know, because we had I really enjoyed the Chris Chibnall Daleks. I really
I love
liked
the
those.
Revolution Dalek style, which is
But they didn't seem to be the new norm, which was fine, which was all right. I think Troy's leaning over to get us a little Dalek,
a
perhaps.
little bit dusty. Probably need to give this a dust. Why is
A
everything
little-
I pick up always
You-
dusty? I swear
don't you mean a little
I do
bit
clean
rusty?
my room.
A little bit rusty.
No,
Sorry,
not
I tried
this
to make
one.
a joke.
Not this one, baby.
Oh, look at that boy!
Not that one.
Wow,
I have the red
he's a
version. and the
good-looking
blue
rooster.
version. Thank you, Eagle Moss, who are, by the way, coming back. Well, I say coming back. Sci-Fi Collector are selling some of the Doctor Who figurines that never ended up releasing when Eagle Moss went bust, and then the first one's Carvanista.
Oh.
So keep an eye out. They're selling it in stores
Oh.
in the UK, and then the leftover stock will go online. So hopefully they don't sell out because I want to order them. There's no stores near me that'll be stocking it. So
No, well, if there's
I'll
one
try
near
and
me,
get you all
I'll
if
send
I
it
hear
over.
anything. It's in the UK, bro. It's in the UK. Sorry.
Well, if they're near me, I'll send it over.
Check plane tickets again. All right, Crispy. What's your next? Oh no, we already read that. Yeah, the Daleks. Yeah, so we've done that. We've done
Yeah.
that. So yeah, I think there will be a Dalek replacement. And Davros coming back. Yeah, we've only had him
Yeah.
twice in Modern Who.
It'll be back.
Series
It'll be back.
4 and Series 9. So if it's every 5 series, Series 14, he's coming next season. There you go.
Yeah,
Next one.
checks out.
Next one. Phoebe K. Wheel wants to know who is the most villainous villain in Doctor Who. The fans. Crispy, next question.
Sorry, what did you say?
Phoebe's question was who's the most villainous villain in Doctor Who, and I said the fans.
Yeah. Next question.
It's a joke, and it also
Next
is kind of true. I
question.
kind of want to leave it on that.
No, it absolutely is. It absolutely is. Do you want to move on?
Yeah, let's just move on. That's funny. I feel like leaving that is
Yeah.
is really funny. Go on.
All right, Maddie has asked, would you consider doing another gaming stream in the near future? Yes, we'll do some more Fall Guys, and as we discussed earlier in the episode, I think we have to do the Yasmin Khan dating simulator.
5 dates. Yep, 5 dates. And I still want to do Saints Row. I think that would be funny. You could dress up as the Doctors and have a bit of a
I've
goof
got
around.
it. I have it now.
Yeah, you bought the game
I've
so we would do
downloaded
it, and
it.
you bought it like nearly 6 months ago or something. So
6 months ago or something. Yeah.
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Make it happen.
Yeah.
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 Let's pick one more each. One more each.
Okay.
Ooh, Maeglin Moriarty. If you could pick any actor, dead or alive, for the role of the Doctor, who would it be? For me, it'd probably be Richard Armitage, preferably with Tamiwa Eden as the companion. I know he has been in Doctor Who already, but I don't care. Okay, I don't recognise the name Tamiwa Eden, so I'm going to look that up now.
No, neither.
Who is Tamiwa?
But someone that I want as the Doctor.
Oh, yes, he was one of the Harmony Shoal people from Return of Dr. Mysterio.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go.
He's the one who goes, you think this is over, and he goes, yep, your bomb's gone, your plan's finished, and there's a unit. Him. Yeah, he's good. I wouldn't mind seeing a bit more of him. Who would you pick, though, Crispy? Any actor, dead or alive, for the role of the Doctor? And
Role
let's also
of the
also
Doctor.
say, if they've been in Doctor Who before, it doesn't matter.
That's always such a. I mean, Phoebe Waller always
She'd
will
be
forever be
amazing. I love her.
forever be on my list.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really want. I feel like we wasted Olivia Colman in the role that she had in The 11th Hour. I think she's a phenomenal actress. But I would love to see her. I don't know if she could. Oh, she could do the.
I'd
she
love
could
to
do
see her
anything.
play some kind of overarching villain. Maybe not like the master,
Yeah.
but just someone else who's like a defining presence.
Yeah,
Because
make
you
it
could
make
really
it
get
a
that out
new
of her.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, she'd be great.
She'd
I
own
think
it.
she's the bad guy in Secret Invasion, actually. But
Yeah, I'm not too sure who is that. I think it might be her. Yeah, her and Amelia Clarke in Secret Invasion is like,
Oh,
which, as you know, for me,
What
is
are
the
they-
thing I'm
what
most
are they
looking
doing?
forward to. One of the like the thing I wanted the most from Marvel post Endgame. I was like, please do Secret
Literally.
Invasion. Please do Secret Invasion. As soon as Kevin Feige announced it, I was like, woo! I was so happy. That video of Moist
Yeah.
Crystal being like, woo! That was me. That was me.
that's you. That's
me.
you, Troy.
So it's coming soon as well.
100%.
I don't know why we haven't a date for that yet. It's coming in spring. We're nearly in spring. Come on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
But don't forget,
I don't know
everyone,
what's going on
special
there.
episode number 4 is coming next week. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. I'm watching it tomorrow.
Already
Crispy's
seen
already
it.
seen it, so exciting.
Already seen
Try and watch
it.
it twice, Crispy, before you record it.
I can't believe Shrek rocked up at the end.
Shut up.
Ridiculous.
Shut up. I can't
It
believe
was
the boat
crazy,
sank.
dude.
I can't believe the boat sank.
Stop spoiling. Okay. What? Last question.
Last question. Make it a good one.
All right, this is from Jade D, and they said, if you could have any Doctor come back as a 14th Doctor type thing, regardless of age or status of living, who would it be?
I like that status of living. That's better than Dead or Alive.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's a tough one. It's a toughie. I'm gonna say David Tennant.
Very funny. It's not a tough
Personally.
one, and I'm insulted that you even suggest that. I've just bit my lip. I think it's bleeding. Ow. It is. Ouch.
Are
That's
you
sore.
okay?
Um,
Are you okay? You
No, I
saw
think
that live
I'm
on
regenerating.
stream?
I would say, and I can't believe you haven't said that my lip actually is bleeding. Oh dear. Oh yikes. Do you know that I actually cut my hand open the other day with spaghetti? By the way.
With spaghetti.
Completely
like a
unrelated
spaghetti
story.
tin?
Look at my. I don't know if you can still see it on the camera. Let me look at the camera. Can you see this?
I can't see it. Well, what have you done?
Can't.
How have you done it?
Very easy to see it.
Have
There
you-
was like big scrapes down my hand.
Spaghetti.
I was cooking spaghetti.
Traditionally is like.
I was
Yeah.
cooking spaghetti and I had like 2 big stacks of it that I split like in half to put in a pan, but the stacks were far too big. So the force of me snapping them, they snapped, and then my hand broke, and they just dragged along my hand, and literally cut it open. I cut my hand open with dried pasta, and it's been like I cooked it nearly a week ago, and there's still scabs on my hand.
About a week ago.
It's not good.
Wow.
I'm an idiot.
I'm really impressed. And you regenerated.
I did regenerate. But the answer to my question:
Wow.
why did you not say Paul McGann to come back as another Doctor?
Oh, I was thinking Tom Baker actually, personally, but yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing
Paul
more Tom
McGann.
Baker. I love that. I still love that video of him and how have I got news for you? You know? Have I got time to tell you about that story where I fought Davros and someone in his ear goes, no? He goes, what do you mean, no?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so he's got such a great energy, Tom Baker. I'd love to meet
Yeah.
him. Like I said, I don't think he'll do any
Brill.
more cons, but I'd kill to meet him.
I don't think so either.
I love him. I've got the sign pop, though, so that's a win. That's a dub. It's a big dub. But yeah, Paul McGann. Give any excuse to get more of Paul McGann. I'm quite happy. And speaking of, you know, I mentioned this Studio Wells Interactive to do these interactive real-life live-action games.
yes.
The next one they're doing, which I believe is called Mia and the Last Dragon, or something like that. I might be getting confused with Ryan and the Last Dragon. But it's another one, a story-based one, and Paul McGann is one of the lead cast members in it. And it comes out
well,
in April.
there's another video for us.
Well, do you know what? I could probably get a review key for it, and I could stream it on Twitch and stream it on the podcast. Could do both.
That is it. That's what we're doing.
There you go.
That is what we're
There
doing.
you go. There you
Cool.
go. So there you go. That is our end of our Q&A. There's a lot of questions there that we should have answered. We just don't have time for because we've
I'm
been
sorry.
live for a while.
Sorry, kids.
But Crispy, I believe we have to have
Yeah.
a very special edition of Crispy's closing comments. What do you have to say? And this is important because
Listen,
this has to
ladies-
wrap up a year of the podcast. By the way, this is our final ever episode of Who's There Doctor Who
my
podcast. I hate to
gosh.
break it to you all right now.
Yeah, this is it.
It's been a great time.
We're out.
This is actually it's Unus Annus, the podcast edition, where we're deleting our channel at the end of this live stream. So everyone, I hope you've all
This is
enjoyed.
it.
I'm joking. I can't keep this up. Someone will
Thank
think I'm
you.
serious. Like that Titanic thing with Coolio. I can't say because someone will actually believe me. So Crispy,
No.
to wrap up
No.
1 year of Who's There a Doctor Who podcast, what have you got to say?
1 year, 365 days. this podcast has been alive and thriving. It was a strange little idea in Troy's mind. As we know, I was very hesitant. And also, as we know, I'm glad that we committed to it. It got me back into my creative groove. Troy finally has an outlet to talk about his Doctor Who addiction. And it's just been a crazy, crazy, crazy experience. And we've had 47 beautiful episodes. We've had some ups. We've had some downs. Not really. It's mainly been up, hasn't it?
The only thing that was down
but
was
it's
when
just
you
been
got
real.
control of the soundboard.
Oh, that is
Right? That isn't even funny.
Do you see what I mean, everyone?
Yeah.
Do you see what I mean?
exactly.
Do you see what I mean?
But no, I thank everyone for the year that's been, and I very much look forward to the year ahead. Troy, have you got anything to add to that?
Do you know what? I'm not going to. There's a reason why, but you won't know yet.
Oh,
You won't know yet. Okay?
Okay.
There is a reason why.
I'm
But I'm going to let
excited.
it be your closing comments.
Okay.
But it has been. I will say it's been a fantastic year, and there are loads of people in the Q&A who are like, "Why don't you answer our questions?" There's so many. Okay, there's so many.
I'm sorry,
so
guys.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, we like there's a lot of you guys, and we really appreciate all your support. We really do. Like, I mean, we're not. I will all say one thing: the way the podcast has grown in the last year is insane. You know, we are well aware that there are some podcasts that have been going for far longer and haven't had nearly as much recognition as ours, and we don't take that lightly. We are both very, very grateful. Of course, it's why
Yes.
I picked Crispy to begin with, because he just bring the fame over. Well, you know, I did joke that with you, but that was actually part of it. I was like, well, you know, you and I have a good rapport. I want to talk about
Oh, yeah.
Doctor Who, and also there's an audience ready for
best of
you
both
as
worlds,
is.
mate.
So it was a
and
perfect
you're already
storm. You know, someone
yeah.
else should have snapped you up, but they didn't, and I'm very glad they didn't.
Yeah. And here we are.
Yeah, because now I get messages from
Thank
Crispy every now and
gosh.
again, like, how you doing, but bestie, with a nice little kiss, and I'm like, look at that. Look at that. Aw, he's sweet.
Aw,
He's sweet.
Adorable.
Isn't he sweet? everyone?
Adorable.
Isn't he sweet?
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to become a questions and quizzes podcast. So we'll see you next week with episode 48, where we do questions and quizzes part 3. And then the week after in episode 49, we do questions and quizzes part 4. And the week after in episode 50, where we do questions and quizzes part 5. Okay, no, seriously. So, what we are...
Oh, here we go.
No, Crispy, not again, not again, not again, no!
That's right.
No!
One more.
Questions and quizzes. Questions and
Oh.
quizzes. Questions and quizzes.
No!
Quizzes, what's up?
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, good. So, stop.
I'm kidding.
So the plan I suggested at the start before we went live, is that what we're doing? Am I announcing that?
Yes.
Yes, he doesn't even remember, but he's trusting me. Ladies and gentlemen,
No, I know what we're doing.
Crispy had a very good idea. We were going to leave looking back on the special episodes of Doctor Who for a little while until we'd done all the previous series, but Crispy had a great little idea that for the 50th anniversary specials, we should talk about them in episode 50. But we can't do that if we haven't talked about the David Tennant specials first. So next
Exactly.
week, episode 48 is looking back on the Series 4 specials, and then there'll be episode 49, which I don't know if we've decided what that is yet, but we'll get back to that. And then episode 50, we'll be looking back on the 50th anniversary specials. So, there you go. There's episode 48 and 50 leaks to you all right now. And then Series 8 will happen
Perfect.
after that at some point. Because I feel like we'll leave
Series 8 will
Jodie's
be the
specials and actually
long-awaited.
talk about them after Flux, because that'll be appropriate.
Yes.
And by that point,
Correct.
I mean, Series 8 is every month. We've got
Who knows?
Series 8 in March-ish, maybe even April, to be fair. So let's say Series 8 in April, Series 9 in May, Series 10 in June, Series 11 in July, 12 in
July.
August, 13 in September, the specials in October, the 60th in November!
Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Look
That's
at that!
sensational.
Okay, sorry,
That's
2 months
amazing.
until looking back on Series 8. Apologies, folks. But, you know, we've
Yeah.
got to make that work now. We have to make that
Tis
work.
what it is.
It will line up perfectly. It will line up perfectly. And no, Sarah, we hadn't forgotten them. It was intentional. We did say this. We were going to do them afterwards, but we've changed plans. Okay?
Yeah.
Night of the Doctor, Day of the Doctor, and Time of the Doctor. Yeah, that'll be 50th anniversary. We'll talk about those specials. So, bit of time on night, bit of time on day, bit of time on time.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Done.
Episode 122 is the 2022 specials. Is that how it works? I don't know.
That's how
know.
time works.
I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for listening to episode 47 of Who's There Doctor Who podcast. And thank you all for listening for a year. Is this where we fall off now, Crispy? Is this our prime year?
Yeah.
And we get old
We
and
fall
no one
off.
listens?
We fall off.
Well, okay.
Plus L plus ratio.
I'll just Sonic myself then.
Oh my gosh. Bye, everyone. See you
I
later.
knocked myself out for the joke. I didn't do anything worse than that. I just knocked
Yes.
myself out. I simply
Knocked himself
put
out.
myself to sleep, you know? But that is an end to the first year of the podcast with a plan, featuring Paul, genuine articles, Love and Monsters,
Yep.
soundboard, questions and quizzes. Getting emotional just saying all this stuff, man. Getting
All the
emotional.
rest of it.
Yeah.
All the rest of
All
it.
the rest of it. All the rest of it. But thank you all, ladies and gentlemen, and we will see you all next week with episode 48, looking back on the David Tennant specials. Probably can't call it that because that's the 60th anniversary now. We'll think of the actual phrase for it.
Yeah.
But either way,
we'll figure it out.
thank you all for listening. Make sure you leave your comments down below underneath the YouTube comment section and on Spotify to let us know what you think of those specials. We're going to be recording on Monday. So we need a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Get those comments left. Get them left because we got to record
Get 'em
early
done.
next week.
Get them done.
You know? We're early. We're in our prime. But thank you all
Yeah.
very much. And we'll see you all next time. So until then, it's goodbye from
Bye.
Crispy.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye. See you all in episode 48 as we kick off year 2 of Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast.
Ooh.
See you all then. Allons-y, baby.
Allons-y, baby!
Woo! And that's a wrap.
Oh, boy.
One
I'm
year.
a sleepy boy, Troy.
1 year.
I'm a sleepy boy.
Yeah, well, I'm teaching in an hour, so I want to go and chill for a little bit and maybe carry on tidying
Yeah.
my room. It's a mess behind me. You know, it's a mess behind me.
One year of this mess, huh?
1 year of this mess. 1 year.
1 year of this absolute mess.
What
No,
do
we
you guys
did
think
it.
of that, you know? You need to get Peter Kay on, if only. Something tells me he probably doesn't see Love and Monsters as a highlight of his career. I don't know. I don't know why I think that.
Yeah, I don't know
but-
if he want to talk about it.
Yeah. You know, he probably want to talk about his tour, his first tour in, like, how many years? Is it, like, 17 years or something? Something like that. He hasn't toured in a very long time. Right, Crispy, do you want to go to bed?
Yeah, I'm off.
All right. Well, I'm just going to hide Crispy's face again for a second. It's not intentional, I promise.
Oh.
But, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you haven't yet joined the Who's There, a Doctor Who podcast Discord server, this link only works for 7 days, but it's fine. It's only in the live chat. Get in the Discord server. Come and say hi. You know, don't be afraid of Sarah Glover. She messages a little bit too much, but it's okay. You know, there are other people there beyond her. Sorry. I have to make that joke. She does like to get involved in every conversation, so just keep an eye out, okay? She has to be there. Okay, she's watching you, and it's scary. I think we might have to nerf Sarah Glover. What do you think, Crispy? Can we nerf a Discord user so they
What
can
does
only
that
message once
mean?
every like hour or something? I feel like we need to
you
we
do
need to
what
we
you-
need to
you
reduce
do what you gotta
Sarah's
do.
power. It's a problem.
You do what
Yeah, you
you
don't
gotta
even
do.
use the Discord anymore. It's really just to talk to me. You won't get to talk to
Yeah.
Crispy. He's too elusive. He's too elusive. Okay.
I'm very elusive.
He's got a girlfriend. All right. He gets red carpet premieres. He's got a girlfriend.
and full-time job and
Yeah, but that's not important.
You know, but I'm a DJ. I've got lots going on.
Exactly.
Lots going on. Shrek raves to attend.
Bait, you've got to do more Shrek raves. I want to see more Shrek raves.
There is another one coming to Brizzy, so I might see what I can do.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah,
Go to it.
we'll see.
Go to it.
Do
Shrek
it.
rave. It's nerf or nothing. I agree. Get the nerf gun out.
It's nerf.
Get the
or
nerf gun out.
nothing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. Really, we do appreciate every single one of you being
Yeah,
here.
thanks,
like,
guys.
whether you're
the
like
best.
a long-time fan who's been here since episode 1, or whether you just stumbled onto this podcast today and you're like, wow, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Will said yes, please, bro. But yeah, so thank you all very much. We really appreciate you all being here. It's been an absolute blast. So until then,
Thanks, guys.
we will see you all next Saturday on YouTube with episode 48, where we'll look back on the David Tennant special. So leave a comment, not in the live chat. Actually, leave a comment now on the YouTube video if you've got thoughts to share, and we might include them. I know we obviously mainly tend to include the Anchor ones, but you never know. We might use a YouTube one. We might do. We might. Right, everyone.
It's in my ear.
Yeah, that's right. It's in your
Bye.
ear. Wait, hang on. If I do this,
Bye,
does it go
guys.
round your ear? Hang on. Like, if I go... Does it go through the ear?
Hang on, do that
Okay.
again.
Oh, I hate doing this.
Not at all.
Not at all.
not
Okay,
the
I wasn't
slightest.
sure how good my surround sound was on the mic. Either way, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for being here, and we will see you all in episode 48. Until then, let's get the outro. You ready for the outro? The
Yeah.
outro's coming, Crispy.
Spoilers.
Come in. Bye, everyone. Good luck, Crispy. Good luck.
Bye. Good luck, mate.
Good luck.
1 year.